All right, guys, let us go ahead and roll it here. Welcome in, everyone, to this Denver Broncos Syndicate live stream of our preseason opener against the Arizona Cardinals. Football is back, Broncos country. I could not be more excited, guys. Finally, we get some Broncos football. We've been out at training camp for the past couple of weeks, and I've made a lot of observations out there. I've got pages and pages on my notes. So I've got plenty of storylines that I'm looking to translate into this first preseason game. But before we officially get started, guys, I just wanted to give a few minutes for people to start zipping on in here. So go ahead and leave a like on this stream. I would really appreciate it, guys. It's a free and easy way to show your support for the channel. Helps tell the old algorithm to push us out and helps this stream get seen by more and more members of Broncos country, just like you and me. We got Carter in the house. Let's go. Welcome in, Carter. We got D-Rock in the house, one of our mods. We got football Broncos in the house. I hope we can get through this game with no injuries. Could not agree more. Antelope Productions, let's go. We got Ray Hass in the house. Welcome in. A constant watcher of our 5280 podcast over on the MHRT network. We got Sarah Martin in the house. I wore a Williams jersey today to start the season with good luck. Let's go. Javonte Williams, there's been some mixed reports out there if Javonte is going to play or not. Sean Payton has said that he's looking to get the starters about 15 to 18 plays in this first preseason game. There are some starters on the inactive list, however, who are at least not suited up. There was a report in the 9 News pregame show that Javonte Williams is not slated to play in this game. So I'm curious to see if that actually does bode true, because Sean Payton was indicating in earlier interviews throughout the week that he was going to play. But a big storyline that we are going to follow here throughout this first preseason game is the very poor field conditions out at State Farm Stadium. So the Arizona Cardinals, being obviously in the desert, you can't practice outside in 118-degree weather during training camp. So they've had to hold their practices inside, and it's chewed up the field to all hell, man. When you've seen various pictures out there of the Arizona Cardinals field, it is disgusting. So that's going to be a big storyline to see how long starters do indeed play, and if starters who are coming off injuries, such as Javonte Williams and Garrett Bowles, if they're going to see the same 15 to 18 snaps that the rest of the starters are going to see. We got Tezzy in the house. Welcome in. Football is back. Sarah says, I just want him to stay healthy this year. That is the biggest challenge. Traveling Texan said, let's go. Play-by-play and Broncos. What a win. And we got our very first super chat ever on Denver Broncos Syndicate. Traveling Texan for 10 bones. Thank you so much. That is incredible. That's my very first super chat that I have ever gotten. I'm so humbled, man. That's so fucking cool. Thank you so much. So, just again, going over some of the storylines here. Russell Wilson is indeed expected to play in this game. It'll be his first live action this season. I'm not going to lie, guys, training camp started off a little bit rough for Russ, but he's really started to be able to stack those days over the last few days in training camp. So I'm curious to see how that is going to translate onto the field, how the chemistry with wide receivers is going to translate, obviously, with Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy. Brandon Johnson, who's slated to be our main slot receiver with Tim Patrick now out for the season. He's unfortunately going to be out for this game with an ankle injury, but I'm curious to see how Marquez Callaway and Little Jordan Humphrey play. There's some guys who have really stepped up in training camp. Thank you so much, Texan. I really appreciate you. Ray says starters, one series, good or bad, and then get them off that field. I agree. I could not agree more, man. The field conditions out there are extremely sketchy. The field's torn up. Inside, in between the hashes, looks absolutely worn out, terrible. It's like they haven't even maintained the field throughout the summer. That's what it looks like. So we got D in the house, says, we love your covers. Thank you so much, D. I really appreciate all you guys. This would not be possible without any one of you. All right. This would not be possible at all without Broncos country, guys. I mean, such an amazing community this fan base is. I've loved being able to connect with the fan base out at training camp these past few days. Can't wait to get back out at Mile High for the first preseason home game. I do attend all of the home games, guys. I bring live coverage from Empower Field at Mile High, pregame, postgame, halftime, all that good stuff. So, road games, we are here in the studio doing these live streams. Home games, coverage from Empower Field at Mile High. So, hope you guys look forward to all the coverage that we bring throughout the season here. We are in a commercial break. We are just about 10-15 minutes from kickoff. We've got 35 people in the house. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Be sure to vote in our poll as well, guys. Let me know who you think's going to win this game. For me, I mean, obviously I want the Denver Broncos to pick up a dub here, but I would also be happy to see the Broncos accomplish a lot of goals that I have set here. How does, like, the offensive line playing well, the defensive line playing well, Russell Wilson looking good in his opening debut. I talked about a lot of that stuff in the in my pregame preview over on the channel, the video that I did. So a lot of the big storylines that I want covered in this game, I've covered in that pregame video. So I don't have time to really go through everything here, but go ahead and check that video out if you want to. We've still got about 10 minutes left here before we start officially rocking and rolling. Sarah says, us Broncos fans have to be patient. Sean Payton can fix this, but it might take more than 1 year. It very well might. But, you know, he could also at least get us to where we're competitive this year and in position to maybe make the playoffs. I mean, we look at what he did in his first season in New Orleans. He helped rebound that whole city from tragedy with Hurricane Katrina. Obviously, helped just uplift the overall morale of that city during that really dark time. Took that horrible 2005 Saints team and turned them into a playoff contending squad in 1 year. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that goes. Texan says, I believe in 2017 the Cardinals pitched going to synthetic turf, but ownership denied it. I mean, they have grass out there, which I feel like is generally better than synthetic. The problem is they don't maintain it well, it seems like. Texan also says, Broncos country's legit best Broncos country right now. Been spraying the Syndicate. Everyone I know. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. I love doing this. This is a dream come true to be able to talk about my team and have this platform, man. Looks like we're still in the 9 News pregame right now. Mike Kliss, Broncos insider, doing some talking. We just heard from Broncos GM George Payton on the mic, so I'm going to be really interested to see what he had to say. I'm just kind of refreshing my Twitter feed here. I got my little... Went down and invested in a tablet, so it makes things a lot easier for film study and whatnot. And then I got it right here also for Twitter during the game. Sarah says, I'm optimistic. It seems like the offensive scheme was really clicking the last few days of training camp. It really has been. It really has been. I mean, Russell Wilson has looked a lot more calm, cool, collected out there. The backup quarterbacks are going to be a storyline to watch in this game as well. Jarrett Stidham has not had a good game, guys. He really has not had a good game at all. So, or he's not had a good camp, I should say. So he's really struggled out there with just overall seeing the field, decision making. He's put a lot of bad balls out there. He hasn't turned the ball over that much, but the decision making just has not been there from him. Ben DiNucci definitely looks like our best backup quarterback right now. So I'm curious to see how that goes. Looks like we got a DM on Twitter here. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Oh, someone just sent me a really cool opportunity on Twitter. I'll have to check into that. All right, so got 33 people in the house. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Looks like they got Vance Joseph here on the pregame. So some storylines that I'm going to be watching on the offensive line tonight is Garrett Bowles. How many snaps does he get? Does he get the full 15 to 18 slate, or does he get maybe a few less snaps? Got to remember, look at the damn camera gauge. Does he get a few less snaps than some of the remaining starting offensive linemen? Because Bowles has really struggled coming off of his injury. He's really kind of not been moving well out there at all. He looks really stiff. He's had several holding calls, several mental errors, pre-snap penalties. So I'm going to be watching old number 72 quite a bit. And then on the right side, Mike McGlinchey is out for this game. So Cam Fleming and or Isaiah Prince figure to see some significant action over at the right tackle spot. David says, "You're the best Broncos coverage. Appreciate it." Thank you, Esteban. Thank you, David. Really appreciate all you guys. All right. So, but again, we're going to be looking at Isaiah Prince pretty heavily at the right tackle spot because he's struggled pretty bad in camp, and he's gotten some significant snaps ever since Mike McGlinchey went down. McGlinchey is expected to probably be out for the remainder of training camp, so I'm very concerned about our right tackle spot right now. Football Bronco says, "Hey, love your content. Helps me know what's going on with the Broncos and how they're doing. Just hope the injuries stop and players can stay 100%. Absolutely." And again, with this turf out in Arizona right now, that's going to be a big storyline that we're going to have to monitor here throughout this game. I'm hoping for Bowles to come through. He's had an amazing comeback before his injury. Yeah, I mean, Bowles had a really good 2020 year. Then in 2021 and 2022, he kind of started to fall back down to earth again. And then obviously just 5 games into last year, he goes down with a season-ending broken ankle. So we'll have to see if Bowles is able to get a little bit more comfortable out there tonight. We'll be watching him. We'll be watching Cam Fleming. We'll be watching Isaiah Prince. Receiving-wise, this will be Marvin Mims' NFL debut. He figures to get a lot of action out of the slot tonight, especially without Brandon Johnson, who's really solidified that starting slot receiver role. So I'm really excited for Brandon Johnson when he does get back from his ankle injury here in about 1 to 2 weeks. Defense, this is going to be the homecoming to Arizona for a couple of guys. Defensive coordinator Vance Joseph, who spent the last 4 years over there as their DC after he got fired as our head coach. Then Zach Allen, who played for VJ over there for the past several years. He's going to be going back to Arizona as well. Zach Allen has been one of the biggest storylines in training camp. This dude has been wreaking havoc in the backfield. He's all over the place, both in the run game and on passing downs. I mean, he's had several sacks, several TFLs. This cat just makes the offensive line look silly out there, quite frankly. So I'm excited to see if Zach Allen has a little bit of an extra motor out there going against his former team. Cardinals are expected to give their starters some action in this game. Kyler Murray is obviously still coming back from his torn ACL, so it will be Colt McCoy starting at quarterback tonight for the Arizona Cardinals. He's somebody whose season actually ended last year in a game against the Denver Broncos when he suffered a concussion. Esteban says, "Will you be in Houston December 3rd? I will not, probably." Sorry about that, guys. When grandma calls, you got to answer the phone. But anyway, Zach Allen's obviously going to be a big storyline in this game. Randy Gregory and Jonathan Cooper, Frank Clark, Nick Benito are going to be our 4 main edge rushers in this game. Jonathan Cooper and Nick Benito, as 2 young edge rushers, have really taken that next step in their development, guys. I mean, they look like they're running with completely different motors out there, especially Nick Benito, who was somebody who was a little bit undersized last year and struggled out there, quite frankly, in his rookie season. He looks like a completely different player with a much more polished skill set. So I'm really excited for Nick Benito in this game in particular. Let me know what who in the trenches, offensive line, defensive line, are you guys really excited to see in this game? Because this is going to be our first look to really see what the trenches are made of, because obviously they've had to be dialed back a little bit, how fast the offensive or how fast the defensive line can rush and whatnot during training camp. So this is the first chance that we can actually get some real live bullets here. D-Rock says, O-line and special teams are my biggest concerns to see. Yep, I agree. I definitely agree. Definitely never want to be on Graham's bad side. No, especially not. And I live with her, so I definitely don't want to be on her bad side. All right, guys. We're going to test the game audio here in a couple of minutes. Is my audio good? Is everything all good on that end? David says special teams going to rock. It sure as hell's going to be better than last year, man. Mike Westhoff has been very active. Our assistant head coach, special teams guru for a long time in the NFL, longtime special teams coordinator of the Jets. And then Ben Kotwicka, who's officially our special teams coordinator by title. Those guys are both really trying to revamp this special teams unit. Texan says, I'm sure you have said this, but your thoughts on win-loss this year. I want to see a little bit more in training camp in the preseason before I make a win-loss prediction. That's kind of where I am right now. I need to see more. Perfect. Audio all good. Esteban says, Randy needs to stay healthy. He's a beast when on the field. Absolutely. He definitely is, man. And he's been a beast in training camp too, but they've kind of had to dial him back a little bit. He suffered an injury on an interception actually off a tipped ball. He kind of tweaked something. So they had to keep him out of camp for a couple of days. But now he figures to get some significant action in this game, and I'm hoping that one of our edge rushers can pick up a sack here. Jonathan Harris as well. I'm very glad you brought him up, D-Rock. Jonathan Harris has emerged as our starting defensive end alongside Zach Allen. And he's also made some really nice plays in camp, wreaking havoc in the backfield on running downs, passing downs. Looks like a really polished defensive lineman, actually. I'm impressed with Jonathan Harris's development. So I thought that Matt Henningsen was going to be the starting defensive end next to Zach Allen, but it actually appears that it is going to be Jonathan Harris. Dimitri says that Jonathan Cooper is going to have a huge year. I really think so. He's looking like a man on a mission out there in training camp, man. I feel like he's going to make a really big impact this year. Probably will be our fourth, fifth edge rusher, especially when Baron Browning gets back. Reports just were announced on the 9 News pregame show that Browning's actually not going to be back until mid-October. Speaking of injuries, guys, so some Broncos who are not in uniform tonight: Art Green, the undrafted corner out of Houston, Justin Simmons, Riley Moss, who obviously got injured early in camp. No Frank Clark tonight, so I was just talking about him, and he's actually not going to play. I kind of forgot about that, but so no Frank Clark tonight. No Mike McGlinchey tonight, who's down with that knee sprain, obviously. Looks like no Chris Manhertz tonight, our big blocking tight end. Tight end's also going to be a position to watch here in this game. We'll talk about that here in a minute. No Brandon Johnson tonight, as we touched on, and then no edge rusher Aaron Patrick. We got 49 people in the house. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. But to get on the subject here of the tight ends, obviously, when the Denver Broncos depth chart got released the other day, there was a little bit of controversy because Adam Troutman was listed as the tight end 1, whereas Greg Dulcich was listed as the tight end 2. But as I explained in one of my videos, I feel like that's mostly because the Broncos are going to run the ball a ton, and Troutman is going to be our main run blocking tight end. But Dulcich still figures to see the lion's share of the targets at tight end. All right, guys, looks like we're getting ready to roll here. We got Steve Levy and Ryan Harris, Super Bowl 50 champion, on the call here for 9 News. Let's test out the game audio here. So, D-Rock, I've got a Gilligan hat, but it doesn't really show up well on the green screen. Or actually, it kind of does. Yeah, it kind of does, but I got the Gilligan hat here. There's Sean right there. Is the game audio good, guys? Let me know if the game audio is good, if I need to adjust anything there. Antelope says, I'm excited to see Jaleel McLaughlin. Me too, man, because right now Tyler Beatty and Tony Jones are ahead of him at running back on the depth chart, but Jaleel McLaughlin, when he saw he was last on the depth chart, he really started running like a man on a mission, man. So I'm excited to see Jaleel McLaughlin take his game to a next level. He's one of the fastest players on the field for the Broncos, so I'm excited for him. Sarah says Simmons has been a little injury prone lately. It's a little concerning. It is, for sure. We'll see. We'll have to see how that unfolds. Ron D, I cannot show the game due to copyright reasons. The stream will get removed from YouTube. Eric says I can barely hear it. All right, let's bring it up a little bit. Packers game is at 5 minutes still, says DS. Yeah, because they're showing that on NFL Network, right? Yeah, here in the Denver area, they're broadcasting it on 9 News. Sean Payton firing up the team, wearing the orange visor tonight. I'm so excited, guys. Broncos preseason football is back, baby. Ray says, I've never seen so many Gilligan hats before. Sean Payton said that. For real. We were all out in it with our Gilligan hats at training camp. I will say, though, I set the trend. I had my Gilligan hat on at training camp before Sean Payton called it out through the media. So I set the trend, baby. All right, that's better, Eric. Perfect. We got Chad Campbell in the house. Says, go Broncos. Go Broncos. All right, let's see. Check our poll here. Looks like we got 48 votes in our poll so far, guys. 96% of you guys are on the Denver Broncos in this one. And it looks like we got 52 people in the house right now, guys. Oh, gee whiz. Oh, gee whiz. Oh, gee whiz. Commercial break. I hope I do not get a copyright claim, man. I'm actually making money off these streams now. I have to be a lot more diligent with these commercials than I was last year. Brandon says, Broncos better get this win. Let's hope so, man. Since this is a preseason game, I'm mostly just hoping we can get out of here healthy. All right, looks like we're getting ready to roll, guys.
They lost 2 receivers on the same day.
We did. Tim Patrick and KJ Hamler. All right. Cardinals win the toss, and they will receive. So Broncos defense on to start. Yes, I will be streaming regular season road games. I attend the home games at Mile High. Yeah, copyright claim, no bueno. All right, Marquez Callaway, he's figuring to have a big night tonight. Turn it up a little bit more, okay. How's that? All right, guys, here we go. Okay, so right away, the first storyline to follow. Elliott Fry is getting the first crack at it for kickoffs. Let's go, D. All right. So Colt McCoy and the Cardinals offense is getting ready to start off here. And Elliott Fry getting the first crack at kickoffs here. It looked like Brett Maher was winning the job. And, of course, with the new kickoff rules, fair catch will bring it out to the 25. All right, Greg Dortch is going to bring it out of the end zone here, and Dortch will get it to the 23-yard line. And that is where the Broncos defense will get started. Colt McCoy taking the field. Cardinals rocking their new uniforms for the first time tonight. Yep, McCoy last year got knocked out for the season with a concussion in the game against Denver. Cerny, welcome in. Let's go Broncos. All right, guys, let's roll. First and 10, McCoy under center. 5-man front defensively for the Broncos. Looks like nickel here for the defense. We're going to hand it off here. Corey Clement takes the carry, and he gets 2. Randy Gregory with the tackle there. So right away, Gregory gets a stop. Up, right away, man. We got bots. D-Rock, or one of the mods, if you're in here, can you take care of that bot, please? You see the rest of it. Tonight's starting lineup sponsored by Empower. All right, Trey McBride, CSU star, getting a start for Arizona on offense. McCoy under center here on 2nd down and 8. A lot more under center for the Cardinals this year. McCoy taking the snap, play action, pumping. Get some rush there, and that is complete. Josie Jewell initially whiffs on the tackle, but he gets spun down. Pick up a 5 there for Corey Clement, and that will bring up a 3rd down and short. DJ Jones also in there on the tackle for Denver. Zach Allen, DJ Jones, Jonathan Harris, 3 defensive linemen. Frank Clark, Randy Gregory, 2 edge rushers. Josie Jewell, Alex Singleton, 2 linebackers. And then Pat Surtain, Damari Mathis. Oh, and is Justin Simmons out there? No, he's not out there. Yeah, no, they had him in the starting lineup, but he's not out there. All right, 3rd down and 3. McCoy from the gun, drops back, stepping up, and he's going to run it, and Colt McCoy dives and has the first down. That is a very similar play to how he got injured last year against the Broncos. Damari Mathis able to bring him down there, but yep. Good coverage defensively, so McCoy takes himself. Zach Allen nearly at him as well there, but McCoy dives forward and moves the chains for Arizona. First down and 10, 13 minutes left in the first quarter. From the 35-yard line, McCoy under center, hands it off. Oh, no, play action. That's bad camera work there. And he just dumps it underneath to his tight end for a couple of yards. Alex Singleton making the tackle there. Second down and 8. Jeff Swain, 9th-year tight end out of Texas there on the reception.
Tight end blocks, goes out to the right.
Looks like Arizona is bringing in an extra offensive lineman.
Who was cut 4 times in 1 year, now starting at linebacker for the Broncos, really has made a career for himself.
He had the 5th most tackles in the NFL a season ago. Tackling
There's
machine,
Vance Joseph.
2nd down and 9 now for the Cardinals.
McCoy hands off. This is Clement again, and Clement gains about 4 yards there. Jonathan Cooper with the tackle there. Rocking that number 0. I like it. I like it, man. It is fun. It is different. Started 9 games last year. Cooper did. Recorded 2 sacks. He's had a fantastic training camp.
Come along with some injuries to others and to make the
Yep.
most of his opportunity.
We got 45 people in the house. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Now it's 3rd down and 5 here.
Now just beyond the 40-yard
2
line.
receivers set to the right side.
That's the rookie Michael Wilson in motion.
Some pressure coming. They set it up underneath here. McCoy off the rollout, and that's a completion there to Wilson. Gain of 5. It's going to be a little bit short there, the first down. He's saying Bassey there on the tackle.
Makes the stop.
They call this a sprint.
Really nice play there by Bassey. And let's see what the Cardinals want to do here.
Move the pocket to the right.
4th down and 1.
Makes the throw. Mathis keeping his body between the first down marker and the offensive player.
Oh, no. Wait.
I think they might.
The graphic says first down, but
here,
I don't think he got it. There's Sean Payton.
There you look at Sean Payton, veteran of 15.
He's challenging
seasons
it.
with the Saints.
They gave him the first down, but Sean's challenging it. I think that's a good challenge. So right away, Sean Payton using his first challenge as Denver Broncos head coach. So it looks like this will go to replay.
Don't take that away from him.
Agreed.
A ton of confidence to players.
Tell me not Sean Payton's not invested already. First preseason game.
Absolutely, man.
I like that. Let's
All right,
challenge.
guys, we're going to commercial break with this challenge. 11:03 left in the first quarter. So defensively, we got Alex Singleton making a nice play there. Then Randy Gregory and Jonathan Cooper with a couple of tackles. So overall, pretty strong start defensively. We'll have to see here if that stop from Insane Bassey is indeed a stop. It sure looked like it was to me. Here's the Centura commercial with Russell Wilson and Peyton Manning. This is great. All right, guys, again, be sure to leave a like on this stream. I would really appreciate it. Helps tell YouTube to push us out and get seen by more and more members of Broncos country. God, this commercial is hilarious. Geez, guys, I don't know what is up with my chat. It wasn't updating here on OBS. So thank you so much for everyone who's tuned in so far. We got Jess in the house. Thanks for getting the bot. Really appreciate it. Got our first challenge here. Let's see here. I want to see if I can. Let me get a better shot of the chat here because I was not getting it updated on Streamlabs, and that is not what we want. That's better. Texan says it's so weird seeing a number 0 jersey. Yeah, it definitely is a little bit weird for sure. Yep, I do think this was a good challenge here. All right, we're back.
Successful. Broncos will be
Oh, challenge successful. Yeah, it is great, Jess. And I don't watch TV either. I just have seen it, like, I think on, like, YouTube ads or something like that. This is my first time actually using my YouTube TV account past few days for football. I don't think I've used my YouTube TV account since. I'm less concerned about winning than making sure players get more experienced with the new coaching staff and leaving the game healthy. DS says Zach Allen getting held a lot. Yeah. Yep, that was needed first. Oh, they gave him the first. Oh, challenge unsuccessful. Okay. So, 1st and 10. I don't know if I liked that one. Sean Payton loses his first challenge. Las Cruces, New Mexico, Jeff. That's where I was born. That is where I was born. I grew up in Silver City. Yep. So,
excellent job there by the defense.
Yeah, so you guys don't get the, you guys don't, that's right, because you guys have El Paso, right, El Paso stations and stuff.
To the left, that's what team defense is all about.
We're wearing white, Aldo. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We got 70 people in the house right now. 2nd down and 7. McCoy under center. 2 receivers set to the right. Play action here. Benito giving chase. They set up a screen underneath to Corey Clement. And Clement up across midfield for a gain of 6. Just shy of the marker there. Josie Jewell with the tackle. Nick Benito nearly had the tackle in the backfield there on Colt McCoy. He was working Paris Johnson on that one.
Affecting the throw on a screen, very hard to do.
3rd down and 1. There's VJ.
Colorado's home, spent half of his life here. Also an avid golfer, Steve. He has a handicap of 12 for all those golfers out there listening.
Good. Broncos fans will
McCoy under center.
2017 and 2018.
And what a tackle in the backfield. Let's go, Alex Singleton. He's had a couple of really nice plays tonight, and he gets the stop in the backfield. What a play. VJ fired up on that one. 9.5 left to play in the first, and Alex Singleton flies free right in between the left tackle and left guard, man. Oh, that's right. It's the Arizona broadcast. Yeah, I know one of their announcers, their color guy, is kind of annoying. He has a really deep voice. I don't like it. John's in Jefferson City, Missouri. Yeah, they're probably not too nice to you over there in Chiefs Kingdom. Montreal Washington back deep for the punt. He lets it go, and that'll be a touchback. So, Russell Wilson and the Broncos offense set to make their debut here. Are we going to commercial? We are. All right, guys, so on the other side of this commercial here, we will see Russell Wilson and the starting offense. Couple things I'm going to be monitoring here. Javonte Williams, how much, if any, playing time does he get? Again, I've heard some kind of conflicting reports on if he's going to play or not. Let me know if there's been any updates on that. Since I started the stream, I haven't really been able to check that. Oh, here we go. We just got it from Cliff. Samaje Perine is the starting tailback, so I imagine we're not going to see Javonte Williams tonight. He's looked sensational in training camp. I'd rather not risk anything on this very suspect turf in Arizona, so we should maybe see Javonte Williams next week in San Francisco. We're definitely going to see him week 1 against the Raiders. That's a for sure. Buddy says, I go back to the days of Craig Morton for Denver. That is a long-time fan, man. Respect to you. Yep, we're going to see Marvin Mims here probably on the first drive. Also, we'll see Sutton, Judy, Marquez Callaway, and Little Jordan Humphrey. Unfortunately, no Brandon Johnson tonight, who's really locked up that starting slot receiver role without Tim Patrick, who obviously tore his Achilles in the 3rd practice of training camp. So I'm excited to see how our wide receiving room shakes out tonight, and just Russell Wilson's chemistry and comfortability level with the starting receiving core here. There we go. Yeah, man, Nick Benito has been getting a lot of pressure already, which is really nice to see. That's been translating from camp. So Nick Benito, I'm really thinking is going to be primed for a big year this year. Texan says, born and raised in Denver, moved to Dallas in 2016, still have my season tickets. Oh, that's awesome. Lucky down here, a decent amount of Broncos fans. Yeah, absolutely. I know whenever we go down there and play Dallas, there's always a lot of orange in the stadium. Same with like New Mexico, a lot of Broncos fans there, but it is very much cowboy country there as well. 84 people in the house. That is insane, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, Jets, we got another bot. All right, here we go, guys. Russell Wilson in the starting offense, set to get going here. Samaje Perine is the starting tailback. Let's see what the personnel is here to start off. Oh yeah, those bots are a constant problem, Antelope. They're probably only going to be even worse now that my channel's doubled in size since my last stream. All right. 1st and 10, Russ is under center. 2 receivers set left with Sutton and Judy. Play action to Perine. Russ rolls out and throws it a little bit in front of Adam Troutman. Yeah, that was not a good throw there from Russell Wilson. Trying to move out to his right there and get that quick completion, but that was an off-target throw. Isaiah Prince getting the start at right tackle in lieu of Cam Fleming. That is interesting for sure.
And the backs and receivers, Michael Burton.
All right, 2nd and 10 from the 20. Handoff goes to Perine, and Perine will grind forward to the 24-yard line. 3rd down and 6. Sean Payton sending in the signals to Russell Wilson.
So we run through the starting defensive lineup for the Cardinals, sponsored by Empower. There are not a lot of high hopes here in Arizona for this.
No, there are not.
That's putting it kindly.
Projected by many to finish with the fewest amount of wins in the NFL.
3rd down and 7.
Russ is out of the gun.
Russ from the gun, and it gets batted. That's been a bit of a problem for Russell Wilson in training camp. L.J. Collier, Russ's former teammate in Seattle, got that one. Indeed not. Broncos go 3 and out on their opening possession. So Ben Powers was kind of getting beat a little bit there. Exactly. That's on Powers. That's not on Russ. I've heard that from several players that it's not really on the quarterback. The lineman has to be able to punch him down to not allow the bat. A really rough punt there from Riley Dixon. Oh my God. Oh no. So I gotta be honest about Riley Dixon, guys. I didn't like this re-signing. He was not a very consistent player when he was here in Denver previously, and it looks like that may continue to be the case. He's bombed 70 yarders in training camp, and now he shanks his first one. So the Cardinals with good field position to start off. So not the good start that we're looking for from the offensive line there. Obviously, Ben Powers allowed that batted pass, and Russell Wilson missed the first throw, so not a great start there. Yeah, that was a horrible punt. Yep, that was a sloppy drive. You can't deny that was a sloppy drive. It was predicated with bad offensive line play, and Russ missed that first throw. If he had hit that first throw, maybe the momentum of the drive would have been different. Definitely not what you want to see there. So defense headed back on the field probably for their second go around here. Obviously, since we only got 3 plays in on offense, they're going to be going out there for at least 1 or 2 more drives. Whew, man, that was rough. Yep, man, very similar to how training camp started. Started rough, had some batted balls, and offensive line has just been shaky, just like David says, man. So we'll have to see how that continues to play out. Yeah, that punt was terrible. That was like a really, really sketchy punt there from Riley Dixon. I really hope that's not a sign of things to come with him, because the Broncos obviously have had issues with punter ever since they really let freaking Britton Colquitt go for Riley Dixon. Ever since then, man. Oh, boy. Yeah, Ben Powers had some issues on that first drive, Broncos country, and he's been our most consistent offensive lineman in training camp. He did drop it, but the throw was also behind him. That Russell could have given him a better ball on that one. All right, we are back in Arizona. Cardinals offense getting ready to take over for their second possession. 7:54 left in the first quarter. McCoy got the first reps. Now it's Clayton Tune in at quarterback here for Arizona.
Fifth round draft pick out of Houston.
Fifth round draft pick out of the University of Houston.
With excellent field position after
first down and 10 for Arizona. Trips to the left side. Empty backfield here for Tune. First pass is a completion. Out to Michael Wilson. Spun out of bounds by Jaquan McMillan, who's been a really, really nice find in training camp. He gets 3. And let's see here. Let's check the personnel. It looks like we might have some backups in here. Yes, he is. He is playing really well. They give him 3 on that one. Second down and 7. And yeah, it looks like some starters are still in there, but PS2 appears to be gone. It appears to be Damari Mathis and Jaquan McMillan out there. So some of the starters are indeed done after the first possession. Second down, handoff here. Good. Clement, gain of 3. Josie Jewell in on that tackle. Let's see if the defense can force another 3 and out here. There's Zach Allen, who's been all over the place in training camp. Flying all over, man. In the run game, the pass game. Allen was also in on that tackle. Third down and 5 from just inside the midfield stripe. Rondale Moore goes in motion. Third down and 5. Tune with a quick throw. That is Rondale Moore on the slant. Bassey makes the tackle, but not before Rondale Moore gets 14 and a first down. Yup. Right in between the space there between Alex Singleton and Esain Bassey. Just good job there by Tune finding the void in the coverage. First down and 10. Tune working that hard count. 2 receivers set to the right side. They're going to run it here with Clement. Not much there, maybe 2. Jonathan Harris and Nick Benito in on that one. And he's been really good in camp. Sort of added more than just speed. Now power wants to be able to rush through some people. Jonathan Harris, he's our starting defensive end alongside Zach Allen, David, and he is fantastic. He's been a real camp darling for us. Yeah, defense is doing pretty good against the run. Second and 8 here from the 35. Play action here. Clayton Tune stepping up, firing it deep down the sideline, incomplete. Trying to hit the whole shot. It looked like against cover 2 between Caden Stearns and Damari Mathis. Good coverage there defensively. So, defense really looking good. Oh, DJ Jones. Great. Thank you for that update. He's had a slow camp, DJ Jones has. That's the last thing that he needs. DJ Jones brought in last year in free agency and really a dominant force in the run game. That's great. The Broncos' run defense has been stout tonight. David, you're a little bit ahead of me. Can you please not spoil anything until I call it? Just would really appreciate it, bro. So, if David's correct, we got a pick here. Let's see who it was. We do. He throws it right to Esain Bassey. Right to Bassey with a clearing in front of him, and Bassey returns it all the way to the 40. Wow, man. He throws it right to Bassey, and what a start for the defense. Esain Bassey's had a really strong camp, man. Let's go. This defense has been really strong, so we'll see if Russell Wilson and company gets another possession here after going 3 and out. I imagine they will. We've got some starters, some backups in on defense, and again, the receiver slips, and Bassey, Johnny on the spot there to pick it off, man. Let's go.
The defense just getting back to the sideline after celebrating.
Yeah, I'd agree, Giorgio. Field did have something to do with that one.
This will temper some of the excitement.
I wonder why.
Was just getting some attention.
All right, so Denver's going to take over here at the 40-yard line.
We'll keep an eye on that. Off the sudden change. Russ and the Broncos.
First down and 10 from the 41 of Arizona. Two receivers set right. Russ from the gun, hesitates, fires over the middle. Good throw. Jerry Jeudy in stride down to the 22. That looked like a little glance route or over route, something like that. And Jerry Jeudy right on the money. Gets some of those yards after catch. This is what we want to see in the regular season. First down. Looks like there was a blitz from the nickel there, and Russell Wilson stepped up and delivered a really nice throw over the middle. Over the middle. Over the middle. And that was some good protection there as well. Handoff. Pirine trying to get in front of Burton there, not much. Oh, Ben Powers kind of got manhandled on that one too by Likai Fotu, who made the tackle. Oh man, Ben Powers, guys, he's been our best lineman in camp so far. I'm a little concerned about this. D-Rock says starting to build, absolutely.
Second down
and 9. Let's get this passing game in a rhythm here. Russ is in the gun. Makes a check. Two receivers set left with Sutton and Callaway, it appears. Russ in trouble, and he loses the ball. Oh, and he gets back on it. Dennis Gardeck was in there with the pressure. Oh, let's see. I think Garrett Bowles got beat on that one. I gotta see a replay. He did. This has been an issue, Broncos country. Garrett Bowles has not been good. Russ held on to it a little long there, but Garrett Bowles has had some real issues in training camp, and that backs us up to 3rd and 16. This offensive line, man. Yep, it's not great, Texan. It is not great. 3rd and 16. Russell in trouble again. Just has to shovel it forward to Pirine. Let's see here. Arizona says it's a turnover, and it's incomplete. Once again, Russell Wilson immediately had to navigate pressure in the pocket. Tried to shovel it forward. Sean Payton is pissed. He is not happy. He just gave Russell a little pat on the back there, but he's not happy with his offensive line. God, the offensive line has been really bad. So now we are in field goal range here. Elliott Fry got the first crack as the kickoff man. Now Maher will get the first crack on a field goal. And oh my God, he hooks it right. A horrible miss from Brett Maher. Missed it from 47.
And with 3 minutes even to play in the first quarter, we remain scoreless.
Wow. Oh God. I'm starting to worry you might be right, DH3, about Bowles. I mean, boy. Not great, Chief. Not great. Oh, shit. Cannot get a copyright claim. Do not want to do that. Mark, thank you so much, my friend, for the 5 bones. Really appreciate you, brother. Hope you are doing well, man. You officially hold the honor of my 2nd ever super chat on Denver Broncos Syndicate. I appreciate you, bro. God, man, Brett Maher, that's not great. Oh, man. Yep. Oh, man. That was not a good... That's not good. You can see that play on NFL memes. Yeah. Whew. I mean, you try to get that screen out. I mean, but immediately Russ doesn't even have a chance to get it because there's more pressure than I think he was even anticipating. In the screen, you're naturally going to let in some pressure, but I think there was even more there than what he was anticipating. Oh, Sean looks pissed. Yeah, Bowles cannot be a liability here. I mean, at this rate, we could see Cam Fleming as our left tackle. I mean, it's concerning. It really is. You know one thing, man. Sean Payton's a guy who wants to build in the trenches. He's not going to stand for this. David, oh my God, thank you so much for the $20. Bulls, wow, wow, wow. Love that guy, but damn, what is going on with the O-line? Man, it's not been good, man. Thank you so much for the super chat again, bro. I really appreciate you. That's incredible, guys. That's so humbling. All right, we're back into it. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Third possession coming up here for the defense.
Just missed from 47, and really it's entire turnover the special
Thus
teams.
far,
The
defense has
Broncos,
played lights out.
McManus was the
Offense
staple
has
and
struggled.
stable forever.
What else is new, Broncos country? What else is new?
The punter last season. They even brought in the legend.
We will be doing a film study on Russell Wilson and the first team offense for sure. I'm trying to get that out tonight after this game. So, first down and 10. Clayton Tune is under center. Pressure from Matt Henningsen. Ball is... That's a sack. I thought the ball was out for a second, but Matt Henningsen with the sack. He, man, has also had a strong camp. Jonathan Harris is playing ahead of him right now, but Matt Henningsen, that is awesome.
Absolutely, an excellent play.
David says, defense looked good. I'm impressed. Offensive line, not so much. I couldn't agree more. Could not agree more. I mean, this defense looks elite, Broncos country. 2nd and 17 now.
Near a ball carrier when they hit the ground.
2nd down and 17.
Welcome in, Charles. Tune fires over the middle. That's complete.
Throws and completes. Pick up of 8 on
To
the
his
play.
tight end there, Josie, or actually no, Drew Sanders makes the tackle there. Drew's been really fun to watch in camp as well.
Drew Sanders made the
Obviously
stop.
making his rookie debut tonight.
They seem to like this Drew Sanders kid too.
I like him a lot. 6'5", 233 pounds. Came out of
3rd down and
Arkansas,
9,
actually
under
started
2
his
minutes left to
career in
play here in
Alabama.
the first quarter.
This is a player that I think Broncos country is going to learn to love. Huge physical player with a lot of
Trips
range.
right for Arizona.
3rd down and
One in the
9 now.
backfield. Clayton Tune working that hard count. 3rd down and 9 from the Arizona 38.
No issue hearing the signals over the crowd here tonight.
Tune goes underneath, nobody home. Looked like he was trying to set up a speed out, but there looked to be a miscommunication. Jaquan McMillan in there on the coverage.
And it brings up a 4th down.
And once again, defense with another 3 and out. Let's see if Russ gets another opportunity here, if Sean Payton's going to hold true to his 15 to 18 snaps.
On the offense to make plays, and they're the Broncos defense doing just that.
We got 125 people in the house. Thank you so much, Broncos country. All right, Matt Hawk will punt it. Montreal Washington will be back to accept it from his 17. Could have fair caught it and brought it to the 25. Instead, brings it out to the 27.
Are you an early riser? Get your day started with 9 News. Join Corey and
All right, so let's see if Russ goes out there for a 3rd possession. Yeah, defense really doesn't look like they've lost a step at all. And sure enough, starters back out. Let's roll.
Tough to wake up when it's still dark out, Steve.
But if you are up,
Yeah.
now you know what to watch.
Best thing to watch. Yeah. Turn on 9.
Don't look at box score stats. It's the worst thing you can do, Broncos country. That 1 for 4 for 19 yards from Russ is very misleading. Handoff. It's Pirine. And he gets about 5 running behind Quinn Miners and Ben Powers.
This here's
That. All right, 2nd and 5. Wilson under center. They toss it out. It's Pirine again. Try to get this run game going. And Pirine still grinding. And he's got a 1st down. Samaje Pirine refuses to go down. And that's probably going to be our last play of the first quarter here. Starters play the whole first quarter. We got a whistle. I hope we don't have an injury. What a run, man. Pirine refuses to go down. That was angry.
Excellent finish, and Steve, I got to call the Ravens
And we got a play stoppage. It looks like we got someone down. Let's see who it is. I hope it's not a Bronco.
Do it all and helps you win. To a man, they said some RJP Ryan. 3 different coaches.
And here at the quarter break, guys, I'm going to probably have to go feed my cat. So I got both of them over here harassing me, so I'm going to have to go and deal with that situation. It's a Cardinal that is down. Banks, number 96, looks to be flexing his... Oh, he's giving the thumbs up. He's all good. Good to see.
Piron had 3 receiving touchdowns in one game.
So we're going to run one more play here before the quarter ends.
All season long.
That was a Javonte-like run from Piron, man, and that's good to see. I'm glad that they didn't risk playing Javonte tonight, man. I really am. Obviously, maybe things would have gone a little bit better on that third down play. There's Joe Lombardi, Broncos offensive coordinator. Obviously not the play caller.
Yep, that's his granddad.
It is.
Vince Lombardi, the legendary Hall of Fame coach.
All right, 1st and 10.
Everybody trying to win.
Russ under center.
Off the play action.
Play action. Powers with a good block there. Russ delivers a strike to Cortland Sutton. Really nice throw there to Cortland Sutton. And since we're still driving here, we're going to be at the end of the quarter. I imagine that Russ and the starters will be allowed to finish this drive. That's a really nice throw in the void in the zone coverage there from Russ on the little curl route, the deep curl route. Very, very nice.
And that brings us to the end of the first quarter.
I'll get one of the cats, Jess. The other one's kind of camera shy. All right, into the quarter. Let me go feed these little mongrels, and I'll be right back. Come here, kitty, 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 kitty. There you go, brother. This is Frosty. She's my baby girl. All right. So, a couple of nice throws there from Russell Wilson, man. Delivered a good ball there to Jerry Jeudy, and now delivers another good ball there to Cortland Sutton. So, besides the bad offensive line play, Russell Wilson's looked good. Ten plays so far for Russell Wilson in the first team offense, so they'll probably get a few more. We got Steve in the house. Welcome in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Titans fan, as it appears. My Mountain Dew disappears on the green screen. That's pretty funny. All right, so yeah, we'll have to see what happens here with Russ in the offense. I imagine by 15 to 18 snaps, Peyton probably meant the first quarter, but since they're driving right now, I don't know. We'll have to see what's going on there. But there's been a lot of under center play action, strikes outside the numbers, that kind of stuff so far. Very much what we expected this offense to look like. You bet, Dimitri. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, DS, to an extent I agree, but this has been a common theme in training camp. I've been out there every single day, and this has just been what's happened at training camp too. The offensive line has been getting destroyed, and the Cardinals aren't exactly known for having a world-beating pass rush. The Cardinals are defensively one of the worst teams in the league, so I'm concerned. I am. We got Whisper in the Wind in the house. Thank you so much. Yeah, I feel bad for Russ too, Ray. It's looking rough out there. Oh, and he is still in there. Play action. They're going to set up a screen. Tight end to Adam Troutman. And Troutman, tight end 1, is going to take it inside the 35-yard line. A good play call there. Basically, you got to call plays where your offensive line can't fuck it up for you. That's exactly what Sean Payton's doing right now.
Watching here the replay. Excellent screen. Same kind of play that the Cardinals ran earlier, but I got to talk
First
to
down
Ron
and
Walton,
10. Much better looking drive so far for Denver.
He said change is constant. And Kerry Walton Penner inviting about
From the
8
Arizona
former players to
35,
come and talk
Wilson
to her
in the
about what they
gun.
can do for former players, so extremely engaged, extremely
Swings it to
impressive.
the outside.
And
That's a
Kerry
low
Walton Penner, by the way,
throw.
actually
That's
has the
hauled in by
game
Cortland
call
Sutton.
in
He
her
had to come
ear,
back
listening to
for
what
it.
the play calls are on
You
the
would have
field.
wanted Russ to
Super
maybe
cool
give him
to
a
see
little bit of
her
a better
put
ball
the
there,
earpiece
but
in like that.
You know what's interesting to me is you
a few
obviously
yards, and it
gonna
looks like
invest
Sutton
in
might be a
current
little
players, but
gimpy.
to
I hope
care
not.
so much about the former players is what is really inspirational.
I agree, Jess. Hopefully it's only up from here.
As a part of the Broncos' legacy, they got a new VP of Health and Performance to streamline the efficiency between nutrition and strength training.
Second and 7. 2 receivers
heavy
set out
investment. Talking
left.
to Kerry and Greg, they said that they love getting to know the players.
Under
most.
center,
That's the
play
best part
action
of being
again.
a-
We've seen a lot of this. Russell Wilson just has to get rid of it. This might be intentional grounding. He got hit as he threw it. I have to see what happened here. Russ, once again, with some guys in his face right away. Let's see what happened. Oh, no. Oh, no. God. Bowles and Powers both just got manhandled on that one. Like, destroyed. Destroyed. You need the protection to hold up, and it's not.
Russell Wilson out of the shotgun.
Twins left for Russ. 3rd and 7. Please don't let this damn drive stall. Russ, hit again. Yeets it upstairs. Incomplete. Him and Sutton not on the same page. Once again, man, he gets blitzed. Offensive line cannot pick it up. Russ just has to yeet it out of the back of the end zone.
This was an issue last
Poor,
year.
oh my God, this offensive line. I mean, I don't know if this is a blitz and he had a free rusher. They're not showing a good replay, but Russ got clobbered. Elliott Fry now gets a shot to kick. 50 yards out. Maher missed the first one from 47. Please make it. He's not. So, what have we learned today, folks? The offensive line is in shambles, and the kicking game sucks. The Broncos, if they knew they were going to move on from Brandon McManus, should have better prepared for it and drafted a fucking kicker. Oh, man, dude. This is frustrating. Wow. I mean, the defense has been playing lights out. Alex Singleton looks great. The edge rushers look great. Nick Benito looks great. Russ has made a couple of good throws. This offensive line is... Woo! I bet that move to let McManus go is starting to hurt at this point. Yep. Oh, man. Not good. Not great, Chief. Maher missed from 47. Fry missed from 50. Both of them were wide right. Exactly. We can't even get a fair assessment on Russ in this one because the offensive line's so bad. Makes me want to puke. God. We do have a couple of kickers out there. I definitely would be interested in Robbie Gould. It looks like he's still got some gas in the tank. Mason Crosby, not so much, especially from beyond 50, but I would be interested in Robbie Gould if he's interested. Garrett Holds or Garrett Holes? Ouch. Man, I mean, I first of all, I don't think the man's healthy. I really don't think that the man's healthy. Yeah, I imagine Russell Wilson's done for the night probably. 4 for 9 for 45 yards. You know that box score stat is going to be just absolutely focused on him. But that's why we do film studies here on Denver Broncos Syndicate, because we want to bring you the facts, not what the stats tell you, what the film tells you. And what the film just told us here is that Russell Wilson made one bad throw, but besides that, the offensive line was doggy doo-doo. Our offensive line coach was replaced, Scott. Trust me, this might be personnel more than it is coaching, I feel like. All right, we're getting ready to roll back in here. I imagine most of the starters are probably done for the day. Good start for the defense.
Bode well for Broncos country.
Bad day in the
Guys,
trenches on the
he's
offense.
likely simple,
All right, handoff here to Corey Clement, and he's going nowhere. Tyler Lancaster, Matt Henningsen make the tackle, and we got a flag in the backfield, maybe a hold.
We got our first penalty marker of the
Sean
game.
Smith is our referee
Want
today.
to get on TV too, Steve. Come on, give him some time.
Let's not slow things down here.
I always want
Sean Smith, our referee.
I always wanted to take one of their hats.
We're in good hands with Sean
No, just
Payton,
have it.
Broncos country.
You have a
It's
referee's
just,
hat?
it's going to take some time to come together.
You walk around with a referee's hat.
No one would know.
Legal formation on Arizona. 5-yard penalty, repeat first
Those are
down.
the kinds of penalties that drive offensive
Too much
coaches
pressure
nuts.
on
You know
Russ.
the
Couldn't agree more,
formation, you know where you're
Merlo.
supposed to be, and that's where as young players,
Based on what we've
especially
seen
in
from the
their first
second team
preseason
offensive
game,
line,
you have some
I don't know if
slippage,
it's going to be
as
much
people
better
say.
from that unit
You gotta
either.
Make sure you're on every detail. Penalty like that can cost you a game in the regular season.
So first and
Pushing back
15.
5, first down and 15 now.
Under center is Clayton Toon. He hands it off, going right. Corey Clement.
3 yards on the play.
Run defense has been really strong.
More on Zach
Like,
Allen.
really,
I asked
really
him about the
good.
Number 99. Was it an ode to his friend J.J. Watt, or maybe a premonition to join the Madden 99 club? In fact, he said he tried to get 94, but Aaron Patrick drove too hard a bargain. He couldn't afford
Why do you
to
say
buy
that,
it from him,
DJ?
guys.
As in, like, replacing
That's
Russ,
business.
or
Number
just
game in
not
the
wanting to
NFL
put
is
Russ
big
out there
business.
Those
again?
are legendary
Elaborate.
negotiations, let me tell you. I mean, I've seen gold coins brought out for jersey numbers. all
Second and
kinds of things.
13.
Some numbers are really, really important to guys, especially if they got tattoos of the numbers, things like that.
Right.
It's huge.
Second down and 13.
Toon gets flushed out right,
Getting out of there.
and
Able to slip out of bounds. Gets back to
able
the
to slip
line
out of bounds right at the
scrimmage
line of
there.
scrimmage. It looked like
Running
Matt
away
Henningsen
from
was in there. No,
Lancaster.
Tyler Lancaster as
And we'll give him
well.
1 yard on the play.
This is one of the things that Vance Joseph wanted. He wants a collection of pass rushers at the quarterback. Yes, he got out of the pocket, but was not able to go downfield because
Third and
of that
13,
pursuit.
man. Vance
Joseph's
Joseph's
thrilled
defense
about
has been
his
playing with their hair on
defensive
fire.
outside linebackers. He says 1 through 6 could start for them this year.
Best group of outside linebackers.
2 receivers set left, single tight end, tight to the line to the left.
Here's 3rd and 13 now.
3rd and 13, here's Toon firing over the middle, and that's a good ball. Right in the void in the zone coverage, PJ Locke makes the tackle. But Toon finds the void in the zone coverage there and picks up a good first down to Andre Bocellia on a little comeback route.
The same play. And then this happens sometimes in preseason games. The defense is playing a little longer and holes get found in the zone there. Live to play another day, though.
Big gap in front of PJ Locke, who's had a
Yep.
really nice camp for the Broncos.
Fair enough, DJ. Totally fair enough. I don't know if Sean Payton's going to roll with that philosophy, but we'll see. First down and 10. They're going to run it with Clement.
Pick up 5 on the play, running straight
Gain of
ahead.
5. Jordan Jackson making the tackle there.
Player out of the Air Force. We're talking about Zach
First year player
Allen.
out of Air
He got some little
Force.
extra attention this week. How about Jared Allen showing up as a coach for
Yeah,
the
Jared
Vikings?
Allen showing up out
Great
there.
Minnesota Vikings
That's really
pass
cool.
rusher. Sean Payton said he's thinking about dipping his toe into the coaching profession.
Yeah.
Yep.
Special guest coach this week.
Yeah.
2nd and 5.
Got to beat him when he won Super Bowl 50.
10 and a half left in the first half.
A legend, no question, at the defensive end position.
Swinging it out, and that is incomplete. Looking for Greg Dortch. A bad ball from Toon there.
Jared Allen
Dortch was open.
going back to Payton's days. The Vikings
I didn't want to be right, KBS. I sure as hell
Those
didn't.
kinds of things happen.
Yep. A lot of times,
Zelda, tonight was not on Russ whatsoever. The offensive line was horrid. Go watch it back. Russell Wilson did not stand a chance tonight, and we're going to break that down on film. Center and right guard look good. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Cushenberry's look pretty damn decent out there. Oh, man. Corey Clement got walloped, and he is slow to get up. Kind of ran into his own man, it looks like, and you can tell he's woozy after that. Elijah Garcia also in there. I'm worried about right tackle. McGlinchey was looking a little rough out there in camp before he got injured, and Isaiah Prince doesn't look very good either.
That's a different player than he was last year.
That's Elijah Garcia in the middle of your screen.
All right, so Matt Prater,
comes on.
ex-Bronco, getting ready to take a 53-yard field goal try.
Most 50-yard
Has the most 50-yard field goals in NFL history. Obviously broke that. Oh, it's shaked. It looks like it might have gotten blocked. Somebody got a piece of that one. Let's see who it was. Someone got a piece of that.
And that keeps us scoreless.
Let's see. Came off the right side. Oh, no, it came off the left side. I don't know. Maybe Prater just missed. I can't tell if someone got their hand up and blocked it or not.
Prides itself on being the fastest and most.
All right. So, Broncos offense getting ready to take over. I imagine we're getting ready to see Jarrett Stidham here. Stidham not had a very strong camp. KBS, yes. I imagine we will indeed see Skinner tonight. You almost got to wonder how much the field is playing into the kicking game here, man, because this field, ooh, not good. Yeah, there you go, DS. Very well could be, because, I mean, I feel a little bit better that if that was just a flat-out miss from Matt Prater, that makes me feel a lot better about our kicking situation. Right, Jess? Unfortunately, Shelby just signed with the Cleveland Browns. Ugh. So, I wish him the best of luck. I don't wish that team the best of luck, but I wish him individually the best of luck. It might be, D-Rock. It might be because, again, Matt Prater just had a bad miss. And I don't think it was blocked. So, that makes me feel a little better that if it might actually be the field playing into this. But, boy, rough start. Garrett Bowles, dude, I'm really concerned about him. I don't know if he's not healthy or if this is just who Garrett Bowles is. I mean, he did not play well in 2022 prior to his injury, and he wasn't playing very well in 2021 either. I mean, Bowles had that one strong 2020 season, but hasn't really done much after that. It was a one good year in a contract year. So, I don't know, man. I'm starting to worry that this just might be who Garrett Bowles is. Yeah, Dimitri, he will bench him if he needs to. We've got a perfectly capable starting left tackle in Cam Fleming behind him. Did a really good job last year in place of Bowles. So, and I think the fact that Fleming isn't playing tonight, or isn't at least playing right away, might be a clue. Boy, man, again, that wasn't even a... Oh, shit! Russ is back out there. Okay, well, I guess he's not done. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Here we go. He's coming out for a fourth drive with the starting offense. Michael Burton in the backfield, I formation. Wow, okay, this is an interesting move here from Sean Payton. And a good hole! Samaje Perine. Looked like Quinn Miners pulled around side and cleared a hole there. And a big run for Samaje Perine. And that'll move the chains. Yeah, Russ is still playing. I'm kind of surprised by that. I thought he'd be done after that last drive, but Russ and the starters are still in there. Starting offensive line, Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, everyone's in there. Sean wants to see more. 1st and 10. Russ is under center. Troutman shifts. Play action. Russ stepping up. Fires another good throw on the comebacker to Cortland Sutton. Navigating the pocket there for Russ again. And again, once the offensive line actually gives him a little bit of time to make a throw, he makes a good throw. On that that was almost a no-look pass from Russell Wilson. Very nice. See, these are the plays that give you plenty of hope that whenever the offensive line is able to hold up, Russ has the offense on schedule.
You love to see that because as a former player, you want players to maximize their opportunity. Cortland Sutton's doing
all right, 1st and 10. From the 27 of Arizona, Russ swings it out and completes it to Troutman. Troutman gets about 3.5 there. And he is maybe a little gimpy.
He went into the tent. He is questionable right
might have twisted an ankle on that one, but he's staying in the game. Nick Benito might be a little banged up. That's not good. Oh, the field's been horrible. 2nd down and 6. From the 23. 2 tight ends set to the right. Hand off Pirine, trying to bounce off Ben Powers' back. He cannot. Just a gain of 1, 3rd down and 5. 7.5 left to play in the first half.
And he was the defensive coordinator of the Eagles. Led them to the Super Bowl there, now being the head man for the first time.
Yeah, he got a lot of credit for a defensive line last year in Philly that had 70 sacks.
Yeah, we'll see if the starters go the whole first half or if this might be their last drive. There's Jonathan Gannon, Cardinals head coach. 3rd and 5 now from the 21.5. Russell, pump fake, in trouble. He's got to run for it. Instead, he throws across the grade and it's dropped. He put it right on Jerry Jeudy's stomach, and Jeudy cannot hold on. Jeudy was trying to turn up field. He was thinking end zone. That wasn't on Russ. That was a great ball from Russ. Great job getting out of the pocket. Puts it right on Jeudy, but he cannot concentrate and ends up bobbling it. Come on, Jerry. We've seen this a couple of times in camp. I don't know, quote. That was an easy pitch and catch there. And first one over there to give him some encouragement is Russell Wilson. 4th and 5. Sean's going for it. 2 receivers set on each side. Greg Dulcich in the slot to the left. Russ fires. He's got him. Jerry Jeudy, touchdown. All right, now Russ can go out. Now these starters can go out. Much better. Puts it right on him, wide open, touchdown on a slant. Okay. Whew. Deep breath, Broncos country. Deep breath. We recovered. There we go. Russell Wilson puts it right on him, takes a hit, and Jeudy redeems himself, man. Had another wide open shot there, and Sean Payton, he called that one to give Jeudy his confidence back. You know he did. All right, Brett Maher. Let's see if he can get this extra point. This has been his demon. Oh, no. Okay, he got it. Okay, he got it. He got it. We're good. All right, starters out. We're done. Much better. Offensive line held up much better on that one. He actually had some time in the pocket to deliver. Russ made a couple of good throws on the run there, and he's fired up, man. Much better. Sean definitely called that 4th down to boost their confidence. Okay. Whew. We're good. We're good. Much better. Much better. Much more efficient. That is what we want to see, Broncos country. That is exactly what we want to see. My film study might have to wait until in the morning. Russ played longer than he thought than I thought he would. So, whew. Okay. Everyone, deep breath. That is what you want to see. It is, D, but a good throw is a good throw. Mundungus in the house, my fellow co-host on the 5280 pod. Welcome in, my friend. Merlo, it's kind of hard to get a fair evaluation on the kickers because Matt Prater missed one really badly. And it didn't even look like it got blocked. So I think the field is just shit. And so, I don't know, man. It might just be a tough evaluation for the kickers in this one. That's not the kind of gutsiness that we would have seen from guys like Nathaniel Hackett last year, man. I mean, Sean Payton called that call to boost the team's confidence and get them in a position to finally get a score, and that's exactly what happened. And looks like we get out with maybe one injury to our starters. We'll have to keep an eye on what's going on with DJ Jones. But overall, if that's the last we see from our starters today, started out rough, but we were able to redeem ourselves. Defense looked fantastic. Offense finally got their stuff together. The offensive line is still very concerning. But again, that last drive makes you feel just a little bit better. All right. We are back.
Fantastic decision by Russell Wilson.
Okay, we got the all-22 for this one. Sweet. I'll use that in my film breakdown. Oh, they're rushing 7 here, and he knows that Jerry Jeudy's going to be basically hot on this one. Throws it into the blitz. That is a great job. Jeudy makes a disgusting move on 31. I'm glad they gave us the all-22 for that play. Hell yeah. All right, Maher kicks it off from the 5. Greg Dortch will bring it out. You know, the new rule is for people to be able to fair catch inside the 25, but we haven't seen much of that this year. David with another 10 bones. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate you. I'm looking forward to see Ben DiNucci as well, man, or DiGucci. I like that. I call him the DiNucci. Dude, Mundungus, he's been so bad. Like, really concerningly bad.
Turner Yell. His teammates call him Trey.
Oh, it's Delarian Turner Yell makes the tackle there. Are the Cardinals announcers salty? I've got the Denver broadcast here, obviously, so. First down and 10. Clayton Tune under center, play action. Stepping up, fires along the sideline, incomplete. That was good coverage there by Tremon Smith.
But the Broncos coverage was there, step for step.
David, you've been super generous tonight, my friend. Thank you so much.
We talked about having a clean game, and there Turner Yell making another
Vance
play.
Joseph sending in the play call. Let's see who's wearing the green dot on defense right now.
The ball was a little overthrown because he was side by side with the receiver. That's excellent coverage by Turner Yell.
Tune does like to overthrow.
Bring up a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Tyson Williams is the running back.
Tyson Williams, former Raven, is the running back here. And it's a draw for Tyson, and he gets spun down. Matt Henningsen in there on the tackle. Thank you so much, Dimitri. I appreciate you, dude.
Right now, if you're Broncos fans,
Henningsen wearing that big Visus 02 trench helmet made specifically for linemen and tight ends.
Put pressure on the quarterback, creating 3rd and long situations. Even 3rd
I believe Prince is only right, Mundungus. That's how it's been in training camp. 3rd down and 5. Clayton Tune navigating some pressure. He's going to run and dive short of the first down. He gets popped by Justin Sternad. Glenn in the house, my fellow co-host on 5280 as well. Thank you so much for the 20 bones, my friend. Dude, I'm getting all kinds of love with super chats tonight. I really appreciate you guys. That is so awesome. Thank you guys. That's really humbling, man. That's so cool. 4th down and 1.
4th down and 1. Tune's under center.
Tune is under center here. 2 receivers set on each side, and he's just going to sneak it forward. A good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. He gets the job done. 5:12 left to play here in the second half, or in the second quarter.
As an offense, it's very tough to stop the quarterback sneak for a yard. You got double teams everywhere. Tune just has to pick a spot.
First down and 10.
600 pounds of protection. Easy to get a yard there.
And there wasn't the push there, but that was a big play last season, especially with the Eagles. The push is still a legal play in the NFL.
Still working with that 5-man front. Looks like Nick Benito and Thomas Incoon in there. Okay, this is the first time I got to check my roster. 5'9", that is Thomas Incoon at edge rusher.
No gain on the play.
He is already having himself a fantastic game, and again, that's what they call a gang tackle. You got multiple defenders for the Broncos. Henningsen getting there first.
Ooh, what a hit by Delarian Turner Yell. Yes, the Broncos O-line has some big issues. Big issues, especially on that left side with Bowles.
There the Broncos doing it.
Again, you don't want to see anyone injured.
2nd down and 10.
Being out, give some other guys an opportunity. Turner Yell's one of those
Delayed
guys.
handoff. Williams, what a run. Able to grind forward, takes Drew Sanders for a magic carpet ride. Gain at 8. Not a great rep from Sanders on that one.
Broncos out of Arkansas.
Now another 3rd down the Broncos defense has forced. Cardinals having a tough time getting in rhythm offensively, even though they've had some success running and throwing the ball.
3rd and 2, 3.5 left to play in the second quarter. Trips formation on the left side. Greg Dortch goes in motion to the right. Toon flips it to the outside, way too high. He had a wide open Greg Dortch and just airmailed it. Horrible throw. Theon Hicks had some space in between there on the coverage, but Toon could not hit Dortch.
It's a little different than college because inside on the field markers, they're closer together, but that's the #1.
I hope he doesn't DH. I think he gave the first team offense the drive that they needed, the confidence building drive that they needed. I don't think they should send him back out after that. I think it's Stidham time, Broncos country.
Here's Hawk on the punt from his own 35.
Thank you so much, Jeff. My quit my day job fund.
Let it bounce.
Love that.
Looked like it was gonna bounce out of bounds.
Appreciate the 10 bones, Jess. Thank you so much.
Down at about the 3-yard
And,
line.
oh man, what a punt there from Matt Hawk. That'll check up at the 3. I was looking away. Did Montreal misplay that one?
And our production crew telling us it was out of bounds.
For now, it's a 52-yard punt.
52-yard punt, tentatively. It went out of bounds. Let's see what happened.
We'll take a close look. It'll be on the left side of your screen. Immediately, Washington using his hands, saying, "Get away."
That went out of bounds at the 20.
See where it drops.
That went out of bounds. It dropped to the 20, dude. That was not as good of a place punt as people thought. So 1st and 10 for Denver at the 20. And yep, backup offensive line's in. I can't see the quarterback, but I imagine if it's the backup offensive line, it is the Stid. Yep, it's the Stid. Jarrett Stidham, former 4th-round pick in 2019 from the New England Patriots out of Auburn, spent last year in Las Vegas, backed up Derek Carr for most of the year, started the last 2 games, and actually looked pretty good. He's had a rough camp, though. Tyler Beatty takes the first carry with the 2s. No gain on that play. Offensive line could not get any penetration. 3 minutes left to play here in the second half, or in the second quarter, rather. 2nd down and 9.
Broncos now, you want to see rhythm in this.
So we've got.
Say what you want. You're going to be depending on these guys on offense at some point.
Let's see, is Cam Fleming in? He is. So it's Cam Fleming,
play well and continue the momentum the offense has built here in the second
Kyle Fuller, Luke Wattenberg, Quinn Bailey, and I'll have to see who the right tackle is. That's a bad throw there from Stidham, trying to hit Marquez Callaway on a hook route. And that was broken up. A really shitty throw there from Jarrett Stidham. Right tackle, is it Isaiah Prince still? Yep, they still got Isaiah Prince out there. He started the game, and it looks like he's going to continue to roll out there with the 2s at right tackle. Number 70, Isaiah Prince, former Bengal. 3rd down and 9. Again, that was a really shitty throw from Stidham. Twins out left.
Stidham's out of the gun.
Stidham out of the gun now, stepping up, fires, and that's a good ball. Wide open, man. That's little Jordan Humphrey. Came over in free agency from the New Orleans Saints. Gained a 24 on that one. Humphrey and Callaway, obviously 2 players who have a lot of familiarity in this offense. And let's see if Sean wants to run another play before the 2-minute warning. That is true. No penalties. That is a really big plus, and that's not something we would have seen last year. 5-4. They're going to run one more. Stidham fires over the middle, and oh my God, yuck. Throws it horribly behind little Jordan Humphrey. That was horrible. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning, and Stidham's been pretty rough in camp, blah, 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 blah. No copyright. Uh-oh. I'll be right back, guys. I just spilled a little bit of my soda. Just give me 1 second. I gotta go grab a towel. And conveniently, I had one right next to me. Sorry about that, guys. Little technical difficulties here. Do not want Mountain Dew all over my laptop. That would suck. Yeah, so far, second string line is looking better than the first, and that's not a good sign. But granted, they are now pretty much going against Cardinals practice squad players. Yeah, no penalties, man. That's a testament to Sean Payton, and the penalties were really cleaned up in training camp especially. Like, it wasn't until a few days in that we really started to see, like, false starts and pre-snap penalties and stuff. And that's because Sean Payton was really testing his players with, like, hard counts and different cadences and stuff like that. So, sorry, I got to readjust here. Okay. We got 129 people in the house, guys. That is awesome. DJ says, let's get this run game going. Absolutely. Yeah, no penalties in the first half. Definitely a win, Jess. I agree. They're replaying the Vikings and Seahawks game from yesterday with Drew Lock in there on NFL Network right over here on my other screen. Drew Lock had your typical Drew Lock performance in that game, man. He's made some really nice throws, also threw a couple of really ugly balls. Marvin Mims, he might start running with the twos. Right now, it seems that there are guys ahead of him on the depth chart. Marquez Callaway, Little Jordan Humphrey, definitely Brandon Johnson, who is out injured right now. Thank you so much, guys. We just hit 2,250 subs. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Channel has been exploding ever since training camp. I've been getting a bunch of support. Really appreciate it, guys. Broncos country is the best fan base in the entire NFL, and this just goes to show why. We're building an incredible community here on Denver Broncos Syndicate. Thank you so much. Yeah, DJ, Mims was, so maybe Mims just isn't out there today. I'm not sure. I have not seen him out there yet. All right, we're back.
Look at the draft picks here, 2023. Marvin Mims is on an accelerated timeline at receiver due to the injuries, but has showed himself well in practice. Drew Sanders already making a couple of plays. Broncos country, get ready. You're going to love Riley Moss. When you get to see him, he's out with an injury right now.
Yeah, he's out with an injury right now. Suffered one early in training camp.
Forsythe rounding out round 6 and 7. You're going to see a lot of these players right now outside of Riley Moss.
I think when Greg Penner had his introductory press conference in training camp this year, he said, I'm looking forward to a lot of things, including having more draft picks next year. Broncos have given up a
2-minute warning. Stidham fires, going deep down the sideline, overthrown. Tried to hit Jalen Virgil down the sideline. Cardinals DB lost his helmet there. But not a great ball from Jarrett Stidham.
Bring up a third down.
Jarrett Stidham there, getting some pressure off the right side of your screen. You had to kind of move sideways. Always tough to move sideways.
Yeah, Jarrett Stidham isn't good, guys.
No flag. Clean play.
Yuck. He's way late on that throw. 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, the Broncos just 2 timeouts. Here's 3rd and 10 for Stidham. Cards rushing 4. Stidham,
oh, and did he get strip sacked? He held on to the ball there. Cam Thomas was trying to get him. Trying to get at the ball. Good job by Stidham holding on to it. Loss of 3 on the play, and that's a hold on Denver. It's on Isaiah Prince. Penalty declined. 4th down. Denver's got a punt. Ugh.
We're going to get a look at this play.
Scott Simmons is going to be out for probably a few more days. Nothing too serious. They're just being cautious with him.
Put some pressure on Stidham. On the bottom of your screen, 97 is going to get there.
Ugh, yuck. Yeah, Isaiah Prince, man, got manhandled on that one. 4th and 13. Here's Riley Dixon. Let's see if he can do a better punt than his first one. Angles that, and they cannot down it. Jaquan McMillan couldn't save it, and that'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Yeah, he was. I feel like last year the Raiders was a flash in the pan. Being out of the McDaniels system, he does not look like the same player. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I'm not too thrilled with the decision to bring back Riley Dixon. But I'm not going to question the great Mike Westhoff at special teams either.
Perhaps you're familiar with these names. Don Shula, Bill Parcells, Bill Belichick.
Minute 38 left. Let's see if the Cardinals are going to go on a little bit of a extend a little bit of a 2-minute drive here, and that one gets batted down.
first-round pick.
Number 90, Jordan Jackson got a piece of that one for Denver.
Parcells didn't win a Super Bowl.
Trust me, we'll be getting the Danucci.
That speaks highly
We'll
of
be
Sean
seeing plenty of the
Saying
Danucci in
Super
this
Bowl is
one.
coming back to Denver.
There is an opportunity for that.
He's definitely looked like the better quarterback between him and Jarrett Stidham in training camp.
But for the Broncos, you got to start in your division. You got to try and go
Second down and
4-2
10.
this year so to get that division dominance back.
And Denver jumped off sides. It's not something we've seen too often, and that's the second penalty on Denver. First accepted one. That's on Thomas Incoom. Or actually, no, 95, they said. Was it 95 or 59? So they could have gotten both of them on that one, really.
There you get the jump and the penalty. Peyton Manning likes that one watching at home.
Zach Allen was being disruptive. Jonathan Harris was being disruptive. The D-line definitely looked good, quote.
Second down and 5.
Shit, we might have to hit up a Coach Prime Jess. That's funny. There's Tune being flushed out to his right, and there's probably a hold in the backfield there.
Josh Jones, 79.
Yep.
Offense number 79. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Now it's starting to become a flag fest.
I never like doing this though, Steve.
Why would you do this to one of your guys?
That was Josh Jones, the guilty party on that one, the right tackle for the Cardinals. Yep, he's working on Jordan Jackson right there. Can't jug the jersey, buddy. Can't tug the jersey. Can't do it.
The Denver Broncos, Jordan Jackson, but hey, you got to have some theater in you to play this game.
Second and 15.
There. Still, for a first preseason game, just 3 penalties accepted. We'll take that as we approach halftime. Second and 15.
Tune stepping up, and he gets tackled from behind by Thomas Incoom. It was an awkward-looking slide. I thought he got tackled. That was a really weird-looking slide there.
Honestly, I didn't see my whole...
Just don't want to get a copyright claim there. I'm going to mute Sean there for a second. Wicked. So the preseason is kind of like where some of the younger guys on the roster get to play. This doesn't count against our official record. It's just like an exhibition game, basically. So right now it's backups and third-string players and that kind of stuff that are playing right now. And yes, Denver is winning 7-0.
Into your team.
All right, third and 13.
Average nearly 28 points per game on offense.
Tune with some pressure in his face and tackled short of the sticks there by Fayon Hicks.
2 extra scores this year could do a lot of good, especially in the AFC West.
And you think about just the scoring. How about the effect on your defense?
And Denver's going to call timeout. Try to give his offense a little bit of time for a 1-minute drill.
Yep.
Drastically change things.
You can just see Sean Payton's got a command on this sideline, man. There's no doubt he's the one who runs the show. Strutting up and down.
Points per game as a head coach, minimum 100 games.
Tackling has been good.
27 points, unbelievable production offensively.
There he is talking to Mike Westhoff right there. Assistant head coach and special teams guru. Matt Hawk will punt it.
Vanilla version.
Montreal is back deep, so this makes me think that Marvin Mims isn't going to play tonight. Montreal accepts it and brings it across the 50. Montreal Washington with a good return. Across midfield to the 45 where he got blasted by number 38, Javonte Moffett. So some short field position here for the Denver Broncos here to go on a little bit of a 1-minute drill. Let's go. Mundungus with the 20 bones, nothing but love. Thank you so much, brother. Really appreciate you. Holy crap, man. We're on track to make almost $100 in Super Chats tonight. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. All right. Minute 2 for Jarrett Stidham to work.
And I'm trying to earn a spot, not just as a return man, but as a wide receiver. On first down and 10.
Jarrett, left tackle got beat there. Was that Cam Fleming that got beat? Please tell me that wasn't Cam Fleming at left tackle. Oh, it was. He got beat bad. Stidham had to get it out quick, and it's incomplete. God, this offensive line's been rough to watch today. Against one of the worst pass rushes in the NFL. That's not encouraging. First down and 10. Callaway and Humphrey split out.
From the Arizona 45.
From the 45 of Arizona, Stidham to the outside. Good ball there. Coming back for it is Callaway. 50 seconds and counting. Stidham hurries him up to the line. Left tackle has been really rough, Glenn. Jesus, Mundungus, thank you so much. And pre-snap penalty. Let's find out. Let's find out if we hit 100 Mundungus. That's a false start on Isaiah Prince. Great. Okay, here we go.
Second penalty against Prince. First one.
Yes, Mundungus, thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate you. We did indeed hit $100. That's fucking awesome. That's so fucking cool. You're all making me cuss over here. All right. Oh boy. Pressure. Stidham goes underneath Tyler Beatty, and Beatty won't get to the marker there, and Broncos trying to hustle back to the line with 13 seconds. Dude, thank you guys so much, everyone who's donated. That's so awesome. Arizona takes the timeout. I don't know why they did that. Maybe trying to get the right personnel on. And we got Elliott Fry coming out to try to attempt a field goal.
Bailing out the Broncos there. That would have been really close.
Yeah, seriously, the Cardinals just bailed Denver out right there. All right, let me make sure I got my halftime screen ready to go here, guys. Be sure to keep it right here for second half action as always. Yeah, Fleming's looking a little concerning out there, not going to lie. 132 people in the house. Thank you so much, guys. Elliott Fry, 55, bangs into it. There we go. That's on target. We got a made kick. Elliott Fry from 55. Sarah with the 10 bones. Thank you so much. Jude! Mundungus with the 50 bones! What the hell is happening? Bro! Thank you so much, dude! Dude! Thank you! Oh my... I'm speechless! You guys are awesome, man. You guys are the best. Good job there by Elliott Fry. That definitely might have given him a leg up, no pun intended.
Fry's watching it the whole way, hoping, dreaming, wishing, relieved, thankful. So are the Broncos offensive players who help him get down there.
Fry's previous career long hit a 44-yard field goal with the Chiefs a couple of years ago. And there's 11 seconds left in the half.
All right.
Fry will stay out there and kick it away.
Here's Fry to kick it off. Probably see one kneel down here before the end of the half.
So he gets an opportunity. 9.5 yards deep in the end zone. Why not run it out to the 20?
All right, guys, we're going to head to halftime here. I'm going to take a much-needed bong rip after having to watch that first half.
The 32-yard return from Davis. There's 5 seconds left in the half.
Sternad has to make a name for himself. Good that he got the tackle in there.
Dude, thank you so much, Mundungus. That is so awesome.
Starting role, but definitely wants to be on this team, and plays like that are going to help his case.
All right, we're going to see a kneel down here, and then we're going to head into halftime, guys. Take a brief intermission here on the stream, but be sure to keep it right here for second half coverage of Broncos versus Cardinals, and they just showed a replay of Drew Lock's touchdown. That's pretty funny. All right, end of the second quarter, guys. Denver Broncos lead 10-0. Slow start, but we do lead. Offensive line looked rough. Russell Wilson, when the offensive line did hold up for him, so, yeah, he did well enough there. All right, guys, we're going to head over here to our halftime intermission. I need a little breather. We'll be back, guys. All right, we're back. What up? So, up and down first half overall, man. The offensive line issues were definitely apparent. Defense looked pretty strong, guys. I don't have anything bad to say about the defense. Russell Wilson, when he actually had time to make throws, looked good. But I'm very concerned about our offensive line right now, Broncos country. While we're back in here, be sure to leave a like on the stream again, guys. Really appreciate it. We've got 87 people in the house right now. Thank you so much to everyone who's tuned in, everyone who's donated tonight. Thank you guys so much. Just absolutely incredible the amount of support you guys have shown. Looks like the post-game or the halftime show here on 9 News is just getting ready to wrap up. And then we will be back in for second half game action. Overall, guys, again, there was plenty to take away positive and there was plenty to take away negative. Russell Wilson's grade right now, again, I'm going to kind of give an incomplete just because he just didn't have time to throw a lot of the time. The defensive line looked really strong overall. Zach Allen got some pressure. Matt Henningsen with a couple of nice plays. Yeah, man, so overall, defensively, I cannot complain at all. Jonathan Harris as well. I mean, yeah, Russ definitely, there were some signs of optimism there for sure, but again, man, it's just all kind of littered by poor offensive line play. David says, not saying that he's not impressed, looks a lot better than last season. Definitely looks a lot better than last season. And the fact that the Broncos are playing their starters in the preseason to kind of work out these kinks, that's a very good thing. All right. Looks like we got 249 votes in our poll so far, guys. Obviously, overwhelming majority of you are on the Denver Broncos. Gonna have to run the ball a lot to give the line momentum or stop the defense for sending the kitchen sink 100%. And that's the best way that you can actually beat the blitz. One of the best ways is to establish the run because guys will get lost in their run fits and end up just completely leaving a wide open gap for the rush. So that's a good way to counter the blitz is you got to establish the run. And Sean Payton made an effort to do that, especially in that last drive, and it paid off. Samaje Perine ripped off that nice run to start things off. Looks like a little bit of an extended halftime show here from 9 News. But one thing you can also say here, and this comes from a tweet from Matt Moles, Sean Payton's clock management definitely was a big positive to take away from that first half. He had the offense ready to go after a false start, which is something we wouldn't have seen last year with Nathaniel Hackett. He had the special teams ready to run on the field with time ticking down at the end of the half. So that's really good situational awareness that we're seeing from Sean Payton. Third string, so who started quarterback in the third quarter? Probably Jarrett Stidham, I imagine. He'll get at least the first half of the third quarter and then probably the Danuch for the rest of it. All right. The kicking game definitely left a lot to be desired out there. It was good to see Elliott Fry be able to nail that 55-yarder at the end of the half. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to do this Russell Wilson film study, guys, because he made some really good throws in this game. Just was under pressure way too much. Sounds good to me, Mundungus. Let's do it. Yeah, if you're down, dude, Dad, we'd love to have you on, man. All right, Steve Levy, Ryan Harris back in for the second half broadcast.
You get a 22-yard touchdown pass. That offense really found its rhythm in that third drive, and that's what you want to see if you're an offense.
Timeout on Ray.
That's why they're playing in the preseason, so that they can make sure that they're ready.
Let me see. I'm not sure if I even know how to do that, honestly.
Speaking of Ariella, she is.
You might just have to wait, Ray, until you come out of timeout. Sorry. Oh wait, hold on.
Impressed with how Russ bounced back. Here, batted pass on third down. Nice strike to Jerry Jeudy. Also got Cortland Sutton involved. This was a little mishap there. So third and long. Then they started to get back into who they are. Started with this screen with Troutman. Excellent blocking by the offensive line. Cortland Sutton getting down, for a few extra yards, showing that.
Well, Ray, to make up for that, you are going to be a moderator now because I don't know how to get you out of timeout right now. Sorry, but now you're a mod. Welcome to the mod club.
I think we forgot one highlight, didn't we? Where's the Elliott Fry 55-yard field goal? Come on, man.
Yeah, we're going to get a call from his parents.
Yeah, again, Ray, really sorry about that.
Stats is sponsored by Verizon. Verizon, the network America, relies on third downs were a real issue last season.
Cardinals with 18 minutes and 43 seconds of possession.
They're winning right now. That's what you want to do. You may not win the stats, but if you can win on the scoreboard, which the Broncos are, you can make up for that. There's going to be some teaching points here in the first preseason game. Coaches and players know that. They got a nice, comfortable lead coming out of half.
All right, guys, and we are underway for second half action. Broncos will start with the ball. They will start at their own 25. Out comes Jarrett Stidham in the offense.
His snaps. Touchdown. Went out a winner. Went out in a big way. Jarrett Stidham took over from that point on. I imagine we'll see Ben DiNucci in the fourth quarter, but it is Stidham for now.
Yep.
With Tyler Beatty behind him. Samaje Perine had some nice runs.
Yeah, Bray has a wrench. He's got a wrench. All right, handoff. And I gave the first crack in the second half is Tyler Beatty, and he gets about 5.
Just spoke with head coach Sean Payton on my way back out here. Most interesting thing, he said this playing surface is fantastic.
Perno went to the bathroom, so I'm trying to find highlights from tonight's game. I'm not sure, honestly. Check Twitter, I'd guess.
Now in the Super Bowl,
yeah, I can't show the game, unfortunately, on stream. YouTube will find it and remove it faster than I can say so. Second down, Stidham rolls out right, and he just has to get rid of that. He was about to get blown up. Incomplete. DJ Jones with a concussion. That's not great. However, if that's our only major injury for tonight, I will take it. Knock on fucking wood. Oh, sorry, no, Cowboy. No, damn it.
The other team is, and there's Sean Payton. Just giving you a little glimpse into how he coaches his players to get out of those excuses and into the production.
Don't give them an excuse. I love it. That's right. You give players an excuse, they'll take it every time. 36.
Stidham will carry it, and he runs for the first down. Sorry, I just spurred up my grandma's dog.
And it's a first down, and the drive will stay alive for the Broncos.
Excellent quick decision by Stidham to run, and then at the end, a little peekaboo. Yep, I'm there. Got across the line. Always feels good for quarterbacks. Sometimes they yell the loudest, happiest Steve when they get a first down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line.
Sorry, guys. First down, it's a reverse. Jalen Virgil's got some room to roam, and Jalen Virgil inside the 40 to the 39.
Pick up a 25, little misdirection. That works out. There's a little wrinkle. That's not vanilla.
That's not vanilla, and it gives Virgil an excellent opportunity to show his speed. Here, you're going to see he gets touched a little bit, fights
and
contact,
he starts barking. Oh my God!
That's part of ball security too. Hey, when you're out there, get to the sideline. So if somebody hits you, that ball comes out. Likelihood it goes.
He starts barking, and then the dogs in the next apartment over start barking. Yeah, annoying. Don't worry, we'll see some McLaughlin. First down and 10 from the 40 of Arizona. Stidham hands it off. It's Tyler Beatty. Gains 4. And we are seeing some Alberto Cuebanam here in this early second half. That is interesting. When the depth chart came out, Alberto was listed as the Broncos' 5th string tight end behind Troutman, Dulcich, Manhertz, and Nate Atkins, the undrafted free agent. Second and 6. Stidham under center. Play action. Guard pulls on this one. Fires over the middle and Stidham with a really bad ball. That was in front of little Jordan Humphrey. He could have caught it, but you want Stidham to give him a better ball on that one. Incomplete.
The Broncos been here a couple of times already today. You're going to see the replay of the route. Little Jordan at the top.
Yeah, Glenn, I'm pumped for Jaleel, man. We'll probably see him midway through the third, if not into the fourth. And he's going to be running angry, man. I know he is. All right, 3rd down and 6. Bunch formation here. Stidham drops back, slings one, and that is intercepted. A really bad throw. He threw it late to the outside, trying to hit Montrell Washington. Antonio Hamilton, the veteran corner, with the pick on that one. Oh, Stidham, what the hell were you doing, brother? He's a veteran. Learning moment. Yeah, he did. You can't stare down a receiver and then throw late to the outside. That's a terrible throw. Come on, man. Let's see a replay on that. What is he doing? I mean, that's a terrible replay too, but bro. So, to those who think that Jarrett Stidham will be the Broncos' starting quarterback for any reason other than injury, I direct you to that play. Yeah, Jarrett Stidham, man, he's had a rough camp and he's having a rough first preseason game. Broncos paid him some top-tier backup quarterback money, and right now, Ben DiNucci, the XFL star, is looking like the better quarterback. Glenn, thank you for the 20 bones. Oh, yes, sir. We made the most at halftime. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, brother. D says John Elway had to sell the Broncos' soul for Super Bowl 50. Yeah, but come on, man. At least we've had a Super Bowl ring in the last decade. There's a lot of organizations out there that cannot say that. Whew, man, Stiddy boy, that was a really bad throw. Just a reminder, guys, we will be live next week as well for our second preseason game at the San Francisco 49ers, and then the following week will be our third preseason game. That's our one home preseason game of the year. I will be at that game, so obviously no stream. Ray, no worries, brother. And the mod, you don't have to do anything with it. That's just you can have the wrench and look cool, basically. Welcome to the mod club, brother. Yeah, you do not have to be a bot watcher or anything like that. That is completely optional. The mod club is just so you can have the wrench and look cool. But yeah, guys, I will be at the third preseason game as well as all the other home games this year at Empower Field and Mile High, bringing coverage from there, pregame, postgame, all that good stuff. But road games will be right here in the recording studio doing these live streams. I love it so much, but one thing I love a little bit more than streaming is going to the home games, so that's one thing I don't think I'm going to be able to give up. Yeah, I agree. Stidham isn't him, man. He is not him at all. I was originally going to travel out to Arizona for this game as well, but it just didn't come together. It was just going to be a little bit too much right now, especially because I'm kind of dedicating a few more hours at this. Not doing as much of hours at the day job right now during training camp. All right, first down for Arizona. And is it still Clayton Tune at quarterback? It is. Tyson Williams in the backfield. Tune under center here. Handoff. For Williams. Williams busting for about 5. Gets tackled there by P.J. Mustipher, the undrafted free agent out of Penn State. Matt Henningsen also in there. Injuries tonight. Oh, shit. Josie Jewell, Nick Benito. Josie Jewell got concussed. That's not good. Oh, great. Benito hip.
So any more updates?
I might do some tailgating, Jess. That all kind of depends. Yeah, we'll see how that comes together. I might do a tailgate.
bringing down
And
Caden
yeah,
Davis.
so I'll be live streaming all the away games.
Now here you
Every
see the-
single away game,
see the
I'll be live
replay.
streaming.
That's something where in
And
this
every
regular
single home
season, they're
game,
gonna
I'll be
have
there
corners
doing
firing
live
to cover
stream,
that
pregame,
space,
live stream, postgame.
inverting
I'm still trying to
safeties,
work
things like
out
that, but right now the
what
Broncos playing
equipment I can
vanilla
take with
defense.
me.
Those
I'm going
catches
to
are gonna happen
probably
when
just
you're
fork
not
out the money for a
inverting
parking
safeties
pass
and
at the
doing the things
stadium
you
this
need to do to
year,
throw wrinkles on a third down.
so I can just take my equipment with me, because I can't take the computer and stuff like that into the game. Set up a screen here for Williams, and that is well sniffed out. Drew Sanders, Justin Sternod also in there.
Sanders made the stop.
Yeah, not great, D-Rock, not great at all.
Check the marker.
Good news here is that Drew Sanders has been a stud in training camp. I'd kind of like to get him out of the game now if Josie Jewell is dealing with an injury.
Smith.
Defensive hold here on Tremont Smith for the Broncos. That's not good.
Never called, so
Vance Joseph doesn't like
referees
it.
have been getting their LASIK eye surgery in the offseason, especially on a screenplay. I mean, the ball comes out so quickly, but learning moment.
Sean doesn't like it either. Halftime sponsored by Mundungus and Glenn, 100%. Yeah, Peyton
gonna
not
make
pleased.
Smith or VJ, of course, Peyton any happier?
Nope.
Still a penalty up.
And how does he respond after a play like
my
that?
phone.
Same thing goes for Jarrett Stidham. It's not about mistakes. Mistakes are going to happen. How do you respond after making a mistake? Can you be positive? Can you make another play?
Facing adversity, coaches love to see that.
First down and 10. Tune from under center. He steps up, goes underneath, and that's a bad throw.
Check it down.
Tried to check it down in the flats there for his tight end and gave him a really shitty ball. Delbert's score is 10-0. You can see it right above me here.
And this secondary for the Broncos is playing at a high level. And one of the things I love, too, we talked to Vance Joseph, and he said he didn't change the language. It tells me two things. One, he's grown as a coach. And two, he cares about the players. Anytime a coach comes in, you got to learn a whole new language sometimes for the very same plays you've ran. But Coach Joseph wanted them to keep much of the same language so they could play fast as a unit as they've had success over the last 3 years.
Third down, or second and 10, sorry. Tunes under center, had some pressure in his face, still get the handoff off to Tyson Williams, and he's got a first down, shoved out of bounds there. Gain of 17 on that one. Now I got to start pulling the roster out here. 36. There's a 36 on defense. That's somebody we must have recently signed because that's not on my current roster. Who forced him out? Oh, it's Fabian Moreau. That's right. Fabian Moreau is the other 36. Veteran corner, former Washington Commander.
10 days ago.
Glenn says cut Trayvon Smith. Yeah. I thought he was going to be a contributor as a return man, but that's not the case. Tune fires over the middle and completes that one.
Good for 10.
Popping him there was Delarian Turner Yell. Good completion of the tight end. So, Glenn, on our show, the tarp or the green screen background I can't get to work. I already have plenty of connection issues on our podcast, so I just turned that off to make it a little bit more of a smoother connection. But on my here, for whatever reason, on Streamlabs, the background works well, so I rock this for the videos as well as the streams. Handoff here to DiMucato, and he's got the first down. Jordan Jackson making the tackle on that one. Gain of 5.
Jordan Jackson making a couple plays tonight too for the Broncos. And you're not alone too, Steve. A lot of offensive coordinators. You get 2nd and 1 near that red zone area. Take a shot. Again, decide to go for the first down.
First and 10 for the Cards. They're moving the ball well on this drive. 3 receiver set left. Tune's in trouble. He's got to flush out right and just throw that one away. Jordan Jackson chasing him out of bounds there.
At Houston, he was the AAC career record holder, 104 passing touchdowns. Again, Kyler Murray is out. He tore his ACL last December. There's no real timetable for him.
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Kyler Murray for most of, if not all of this season.
That would give them the ¡1 draft pick.
Yep, Caleb Williams, baby.
Wins projected for a team is the Houston Texans, and the Cardinals have their draft pick too.
Yeah.
Arizona could pick 1 and 2 overall next season.
First down from the 20-yard line. They hand it off. Gain of 3. P.J. Mustipher makes the tackle. Looks like we're running with the third string D right now, Glenn or Ray.
Coaches love P.J. Mustipher. Said he's been playing well. Really, Coach Payton and Coach Joseph.
Yeah, OBS Streamlabs, Mundungus.
I always like that when a rookie's doing well. For
Third down and
early on
8.
in camp. Sometimes they save it for the game, but P.J. Mustipher played a lot of quality ball at Penn State. Played in a lot of big games. He could be a big piece for the Broncos as well.
Brother Sam in the league played at Notre Dame as well.
Graduated from Notre Dame, as we do at Notre Dame.
Doesn't everybody?
Tune swings it, and good throw along the sideline. Traymon Smith with tight coverage, and they're going to say incomplete. Very good.
Shelley couldn't stay in bounds.
Shelley couldn't stay in bounds there.
There's a marker down.
And we got a penalty marker. Is it holding on Traymon?
Excellent coverage again by Smith. I mean, that's one of those plays, too. If he makes the catch in bounds, you can push him out of bounds. Not everything has to be perfect.
That's funny, Jess.
You just have to be there to make plays, and oftentimes you're on the ball.
Personal foul, face mask. Offense number
With a
78.
face mask.
15-yard penalty.
Let's go.
Third down.
They're going to back it up and go third and long here. So Marquise Haynes. Or no. That's okay. I guess Haynes was the one who got
on the replay
the mask.
Right here. And he's going to
yeah.
Play, get the
52 Marquise Haynes.
Right there. So quick.
Oh man, that's can't do that.
Brings up a 3rd and 23.
3rd and 23 now from the 33. Tune fires into traffic, complete to about the 20. To Bocelli. Gain of 13 there, and that'll put the Cardinals in pretty decent field goal range for Matt Prater. See if they can get their first points of the evening. Justin Sternod with the coverage there, along with Fabian Moreau. Here comes Prater for a 38-yard try. He missed his first.
He had the muscle and fitness, big bodybuilders he put in his weightlifting chart. Always kind of laughed he'd wear a big chain, but he did get big.
7.5 left to play in the third quarter. Matt Prater strokes it and knocks it through, and Arizona graces the scoreboard. 10-3. Broncos maintain the lead. Yeah, so some more issues with my with our second string offensive line. Offensively, we kind of sputtered there to start the half and then let Arizona march downfield to get their first points. So we'll see if we see another drive here of Jarrett Stidham. Probably his show for the rest of the third quarter, and then it's time for the Danuch, baby. Right, Jess? I actually got a Jason Elam jersey. That was a thrift store find. That was a really cool find. So a couple of guys are standing out in the second half. Drew Sanders definitely making an impact. Matt Henningsen had a really strong end of the first half. Jarrett Stidham's kind of stood out for all the wrong reasons. I'm going to be excited to go back through and watch the tape on this one because this is going to be a fun evaluation for sure. Yeah, Prater did indeed miss earlier. We got 116 people in the house, guys. Let's go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like the stream. Would really appreciate it. It's a free and easy way to show your support. It helps tell YouTube to push us out and gets us seen by more and more members of Broncos country, just like you and me. Matt Prater is the only Broncos clicker referenced on Saturday Night Live. Oh, I would have loved to have seen that. Yeah, number 90, Jordan Jackson. Thank you for pointing him out, David. That's another guy who's really stood out. He's currently listed as our second team defensive end right now, so that's really strong. DS, yeah, I agree. Wilson was a lot more solid than what the numbers would show, and again, just had to deal with some really rough offensive line play. David Sanders is number 41. Injuries could have been much worse. I mean, we did suffer a couple of really bad ones with a couple of really key ones with Josie Jewell and DJ Jones, both with a concussion, and Nick Benito, who's had a really strong camp. So hopefully things shake out well for those guys. We're back.
Safety here. The fair catch
So new rules for 2023. Fair catches inside the 25 on kickoffs will be placed at the 25.
The use of helmet rule, the lowering of head to make a forcible contact against an opponent. They're emphasizing no spearing or ramming the head in the head of neck area. There's also a fourth down conversions. Any failed fourth down conversions will now be a booth replay review.
As it should be.
Penalties will now be reviewed.
I'm not sure, DS, and it looks like the Cardinals tried a line drive almost onside kick, and it's recovered by Usain Bassi. Really good field position for Denver. Yeah, well, it's kind of remaining to be seen why Mims isn't playing right now. Maybe injury.
Well, and that's a situation that oftentimes kickoff teams will try.
That was somebody that a lot of people were really excited to see. So
defense, he's saying Bassi not only moving backwards, stopping and falling on the ball, but that's a
7:21 left to play in the third quarter.
And he was right there.
Yeah, that was a weird kickoff.
Now that gives the offense excellent field
all right.
opportunity.
Stiddy's still back out there. Tight end Nate Adkins goes in motion. Under center is Stidham and hands it off to Tyler Beatty, who's still in there.
He'll pick up 3. Let's talk more about the rule change. I'm interested to see how the kickoff rule works. And Ariel mentioned it. It's
second down and 7.
They're going to reevaluate it. It's the big concussion play. 2 times as many concussions take place on a kick return than any other run or pass play from scrimmage.
Yeah, I know it. I was on that wedge when I was a rookie.
Are we going to have to change the channel? It looks like it says they're going to go to 9 News. What? They better not be going to the 10 o'clock news right now. Why would they go to the 10 o'clock news during a Broncos game?
I really respect the NFL. You know, here's the
That can't be right. Who the hell would be watching the news during a Broncos game?
Look at what the XFL does.
Yeah.
Like, why not look at other people's eyes?
Third down and 1.
Well, the NFL does want players to be safe. You know, they want
We'll have to see what's going on here, guys. If I have to go to a legal stream, I will. We might have to listen. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. Yeah, I was going to say, no way they'd switch off a fucking Broncos game. The whole city would revolt. Third down and 1.
Third down and 1.
Handoff, and Beatty will pick up the first down to the 43-yard line, and that'll move the chains. Keep picking until something sticks, but you can't pass up on Caleb Williams if he's available. I agree. You can't.
For the Broncos to continue to develop the depth at offensive line, Alex
Palczewski's had a really strong camp, the rookie out of Illinois. He's playing either left tackle or right tackle. He's playing right tackle right now. First down and 10. Tight formation. Atkins and Okwuegbunam are the tight ends. Boot out right for Stidham. Fires it, and it's incomplete. That got batted. Victor Dimukeje knocks it down there. Yeah, it was near disaster. Stidham's had a pretty rough game here. Would have maybe had another turnover there. We've seen Russell Wilson. That looked almost like the interception Willie Gay had on Russell Wilson. Booting out to his right. Dimukeje just couldn't come down with it. He just bats it down. That would have been a big gain, too. Second and 10. They're just going to give it to Tyler. Oh, no. Stidham keeps it. Read option. That's what Stidham can do. He's got some wheels, and he slides down after moving the chains. That fooled everyone, including the camera crew.
That's one of those things with Sean Payton taking a year off. That play, that run pass out.
Sounds good, Glenn. I'll take a look at it.
And the confidence to do it with Stidham, something that Sean Payton clearly trying to get that play in his offense. And that was a play, too, in the Super Bowl against the Seattle Seahawks, and Russell Wilson was a quarterback. That little play. That
under 5 minutes left in the third. Broncos maintain a 10-3 lead. Stiddy hands it off. It is Tyler Beatty, who's running really well. He's not going to let that job go to McLaughlin without a fight. And Beatty bursts forward there for a first down gain of about 12. Did Albert O spring a block there? Wow, Albert O actually springs a good block. That's a shock. Vibe says Broncos need to take shots when they're there. When they're there. DS says if we score a touchdown, I'll hit the gritty. Yeah, this field's in such rough shape, Glenn. It's bad. First and 10. From the 19, two receiver left. Stidham fires and looked like a miscommunication. Stidham was looking end zone and the receiver stopped on his route, trying to hit Jalen Virgil along the sideline there.
When are we going to see the rookies, bud? I want to see my Marvin Mims. I know there's a fourth quarter still.
Yeah. I also don't think the Broncos plan for the offense to go into the second quarter as deep.
Yeah, so are we going to see Marvin Mims in the fourth? I'm curious what's going on there. Seeing plenty of Jalen Virgil, little Jordan Humphrey, Marquez Callaway, even seen some Montreal Washington in there. It does look like they had a rodeo show on it last night. From the 19, handoff goes to Tyler Beatty, and Beatty will get to the 15, and we've got a flag in the backfield. That's probably a hold. Yep, that's on Kyle Fuller, playing left guard. We brought him in as a free agent from the Seattle Seahawks.
It's Kyle Fuller.
Kyle Fuller there coming in to help create some depth on the offensive line, but just at the end of the play, get a little tug of the jersey. That's something too, offensive lineman. You can get away with some holding in practice, you know. You can get away with that, but when you come to the game, you got to understand the attention of the referees. They are watching you like a
Got 99 people still watching. Thank you so much, guys. 3:45 left in the third quarter. Three receivers set to the left side for Stidham. Looking to set up a screen. It's Tyler Beatty. He's got a block from Quinn Bailey, but caught from behind there after a gain of about 3 with another flag.
Coaches, right? You want to keep the momentum going.
Hold. It's on DeMontre Jacobs.
That's DeMontre Jacobs. Joe Lombardi had an interesting line.
Yeah.
He talked about Isaiah Prince.
I mean, at least the first stringers didn't commit a lot of penalties.
They might be the most talented third
Who can we
string
sacrifice
tackles
in order to secure McLaughlin and Beatty? I don't know. That's tough. Maybe an offensive lineman. That's a bit of a tough one, because you know McLaughlin will likely get claimed off waivers. So now the Broncos find themselves backed up to a 3rd down and 30. That's our 5th penalty tonight for 35 lost yards. Stidham has to check it down. Tony Jones Jr. gets his first look tonight. Free agent running back from the New Orleans Saints out in the flats gets a couple of yards.
Speaking of Notre Dame, with all this realignment, where the Fighting Irish going to wind up? They're going to stay in Mountain West, or what do you think?
Come on, Mountain West.
Stidham didn't like what he had downfield. Got to his check down a little bit late.
Every year. I don't think they're joining the conference anytime soon.
There's some crazy realignment going on. I didn't know if
3rd down and 25. Pickup of 5 on that last play.
3rd and 25. What do you dial up here, Doctor?
What's your ideal 3rd and 25 play call, Coach?
Stidham was successful last time.
Well, it's a screen that got batted down by 96 of the Cardinals. That's what it was. Banks, the defensive lineman for Arizona, was in there. So a little bit of a slow output here from the offense. A couple of nice runs from Tyler Beatty on this drive. They're trying to set that screen up for Tony Jones. I imagine the 4th quarter is going to be the Jaleel McLaughlin show and the Ben DiNucci show. So now we got Brett Maher coming out for a 52-yard try. He missed one earlier. Elliott Fry missed one and then hit one from 55. Snap a little wide, and that one looked blocked. What the fuck? Was that blocked? Okay. That was a bad snap, and the kick was a low line driver. And 94 got up there. Yeah, Broncos have a new long snapper this year, and that might be something to monitor here. Carlos Watkins got up there and batted it. The snap was a little wide, and the Broncos, again, do have a new long snapper this year with Mitchell Fraboni. He snapped in a few games last year for us, but the Broncos let their old long snapper, Jacob Bobenmoyer, go. He's now with the Raiders. So if you have a bad snap on a kickoff or on a field goal kick, that can throw off the timing on the whole operation. Still no J.L. Skinner. We'll probably see him in the 4th. Yeah, the bad ball remind you of Shelby Harris for sure. But again, the line's got to keep people from getting their hands up, man. That's on the offensive line to an extent, but that was also a really low-placed kick from Brett Maher. Right now, the Broncos kicking competition is not looking that great. Maher had the leg up in camp, but right now I'd say Elliott Fry is probably the favorite, and that's not saying much. Yeah, I mean, for a preseason game, man, this has been pretty clean. Only 5, 6 penalties. That's not bad. That is not bad at all, man. Last year, we would have had probably 10, 15 penalties at this time. Yep, the good, the bad, the ugly. Exactly. Let's hope the kicking game's not an issue. Let's just hope that it's this crappy turf here in Arizona. Watching Drew Lock over here on my other screen in his preseason game last night with Seattle. Had a couple of nice throws, had a couple of really terrible throws. Seattle got the full Drew Lock experience last night, man. A little bit of everything. Exactly, Joe. That's what this experience has been tonight. We've gotten plenty of positives. We've also gotten plenty of things to maybe be concerned about as we move forward. Just playoffs! All right. We're back. Showing a Broncos flashback here. An old game against the Cardinals. Carl Mecklenburg returning one for a touchdown. Wearing those old school orange jerseys. All right.
7-0.
Wow, 37-0. Jeez. Oh, that's a sack. Trying to spin out of it. And Jaquan McMillan, let's go. He's had such a strong camp. I've loved what I've seen from this cat. And he traced down Clayton Tune in the backfield for a sack.
Excellent. He's going to come off of your
oh, that was awesome. Tune didn't even have a chance to get back around and set it up, man. Jaquan was all over it. Love it.
So excited to get a sack, and they missed the quarterback. Not there for McMillan. Sound tackle, sound sack, fantastic play.
Only got into one game last year.
Second down and 22.
In the finale of the regular season against the Chargers now.
Tune stepping up, in trouble, has to sidearm, sling it underneath. Dumps it to Bachelia, and he gets tackled by McMillan again. And that was a gain of 12, setting up a third down and long.
The field goal attempt there by Brett Maher. Again, just because of the big battle, I said I might have seen something with the snap or the hold. Forget that. The snap and the hold are all good there.
No, the snap wasn't good. The hold was decent. No, that was not a good snap. Sorry. Steve Levy's incorrect on that. That was not a good snap. Broncos are building or stacking, but it'll either be an outhouse or a McMansion. Yep. Broncos bring a stunt up front underneath here, and that is a first down to Arias, and that'll move the chains for Arizona. Oh, yeah, Glenn. McMillan's definitely making this team.
He's going to come across the middle here, all the way right to left. He's got lost in translation, and the catch and run. Good play design by the Cardinals.
Yep.
Maybe a coaching point tomorrow or the day after.
First down and 10 now from the Denver 42.
Colorado guy. Shout out to Coach Prime. And
definitely a rough job there, giving up a conversion on 3rd and 11. 5-man front for Denver. Takes the handoff. Clayton Tune looking downfield, drifting to his left, and just has to yeet that one out of bounds. That looked like Drew Lock the way he drifted, man. 108 people in the house. Thank you so much, guys.
And for a rookie to try not to make that big play, to understand he's broken the pocket and throw it away, it's a heads-up play by Tune twice now in the game.
Forrest Merrill had some good pressure there for the Broncos. A recent pickup.
Second and 10, 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Two receivers set out right. Handoff. Cuts it outside and gets about 7 or 8. Tyson Williams.
We'll see if we get another play here in the third quarter.
Touchdown saving tackle by Delonte.
I don't believe we will get another play. Delonte Hood with a nice tackle there. Yeah, it could have very well gone to the house.
3rd and 3. Looks like the Cardinals.
Third down and 3. Two receivers set right. And they will not get the snap away. We are going to the third quarter. Broncos maintain their lead 10-3. Sean Payton looking stoic. Man, McMillan has had a couple of really nice plays on that drive. Yeah, the invisible Mountain Dew, that's pretty funny. And what's funny too is my grandma, she's got blue hair. So whenever I like, hey, come look at something on my screen and I've got this on, her hair will like disappear on the green screen. It's pretty funny. So as we roll into the fourth quarter here, I imagine that we're probably going to get a look at Ben DiNucci and some of the back end guys on the Denver Broncos roster. After the game, guys, I'm probably going to go ahead and skip the post-game show. I'm going to jump straight into the film study. I want to get a Russell Wilson film study out, and he played a little bit longer than I thought. So I'm probably just going to skip that and get that film study out as quick as humanly possible. I'm going to be pulling a late night tonight, boys and girls. We're just about 2.5 hours into the stream, guys. Getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Still got 104 people strong in this chat. Thank you so much, everyone. This has been a really awesome first stream, and this is only the preseason, guys. Just goes to show how incredible Broncos country is, man. We're building such an awesome community here. If they ever make a red screen, I'm in trouble, right? Yeah, the reason why green is the main color is because, like, no human skin has green pigment in it. So that's why it's usually a green screen. Sometimes you'll see a blue screen as well, but it's just got to be like pigment that no tone of human skin has, basically. Oh, Mile High Mario coming in clutch with the footage over on the sideline. Not a Gilligan hat in sight, Broncos country. Thank you so much, Dimitri. I appreciate you. All right, guys. Fourth quarter action underway here from the desert. We are at 2,260 subs, guys. Thank you so much. That is awesome. We've gone up almost 30 subs since the start of the stream. All right. Fourth quarter action. Two in the shotgun, two receivers set outright. Hand off to Tyson Williams. Whiff tackle in the backfield there, and Williams is able to get the first down.
I didn't have it on during the Taylor Swift concert I went to, but the big reveal will come at the home game.
Seriously, what'd you pay for those tickets, man?
Hey, man. But I'll tell you what. I am a Swiftie now.
I got my Gilligan hat right here. It just doesn't show up too well on the green screen.
I just saw there are more tour dates announced. She's coming back in 24.
Of course. Yeah. She's unstoppable.
My daughter pointed that out.
All right, first and 10
minute
from the 31 of Denver. Cardinals on the move here, trying to get this game tied up. They hand it off.
And it's Williams.
Tyson Williams gains 5.
Elijah Garcia.
Defensive line starting to struggle a little bit in the run game here.
Last season.
Coming up on the 8th play of the drive now, and I mentioned that because a lot of these players, 2s and 3s, sometimes in practice, they only run 3 or 4 reps in a period. So these guys are still, even with the break, doing the most plays.
Second down and 5.
In a long time.
Second down and 5.
Still got some second stringers in on the defensive line. Matt Henningsen fires over the middle. That's a strike from Clayton Tune. Davian Davis. Gain of 16. Tackle made there by Delonte Hood. Yeah, Tune's actually played pretty well here, especially in the second half. He's gotten a good chunk of the game action here. Yeah, run game's starting to kind of bend a little bit, but hey, man, it's the third string D-line. Well, some second stringers, mostly the third string and fourth string D-line going against backups here. So we've got plenty of positives to take away from this game, but I know we want to get a win. Handoff for about 3 there.
Pick up a 3. DeMercado
DeMercado.
And on the stop for Denver, a guy Chisholm and Dubuise.
Ah, our international player. He's basically a free roster spot for the Denver Broncos. He's a free player for us. Yeah,
I love
exactly.
that the NFL does that. You know, you get to learn about different cultures, often a different language. We had the international pathway.
Thank you so much, Southern Belle. I appreciate you.
Spanish to them and have some fun.
Second down and goal. 2 receivers set right.
7.5.
Toon fires end zone touchdown. Davis working on Delonte Hood, and the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this one up. Let's see if the DiNucci can go downfield and get us some points, Broncos country. That was a good throw there from Clayton Tune. Broncos brought pressure with man-to-man coverage. Tune finds the void behind, and Hood just had a little bit of a rough rep on that one.
He did a little sign there that my old teammate Antonio Brown used to make, and that phone
yeah,
call,
man, Clayton Tune, especially in the second half, has looked pretty damn good. Matt Prater, extra point is up and just through. This kicking game has been suspect, and the game is tied 10 apiece, 12:25 in the fourth. All right, guys, let's see if Ben DiNucci gets some action here. I'm excited to see him. He's looked like the best backup quarterback in camp. Obviously, Jarrett Stidham kind of had a bit of an up and down outing so far. Made a nice throw, but other than that, looked a little bit rough. So I'll definitely be doing a Jarrett Stidham film study as well. Some point throughout the week, I want to get several film studies out. It just sucks that we don't have access to the All-22 coaches film during the preseason. Yo, if there's anyone who can hook me up with some preseason All-22, because I know it's out there, let me know. DM me on Twitter at GageMadridNFL. But yeah, right now, guys, we're going to be rocking with a lot of film study videos, or broadcast film study videos, I should say. But hey, it's better than nothing. Cardinals announcers, yeah, the Cardinals announcers are pretty rough to listen to. I'm obviously grateful I live here in the Denver area, so I get the Broncos broadcast on 9 News. Still got 93 people in here going strong in the chat, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, Hood has had a bit of a rough day today. His roster spot could be a bit in danger. Cooper. Russ played for a good chunk of the first half. The offensive line looked really rough out there, so it was hard to get a really good judgment on Russ's performance, but he did make 3 or 4 really, really good throws. So overall, I'd give Russ a positive grade on the day, but he did have to deal with a lot of pressure and didn't have a chance to get his feet set on a couple of times when he had to scramble out. So, again, Russ played pretty well, but hard to completely judge with just how bad the offensive line was, especially on the left side with Garrett Bowles. All right, we're back in. Cardinals getting ready to kick off. Yeah, let's see here. We got the All-22 footage here of this touchdown. So JL Skinner is in there. He's going to show blitz a little too early. Yeah, the hard count made the defense show their hand. Clayton Tune knew it was going to be a blitz and fired a strike for a touchdown. You got to be careful there if you're JL Skinner and not show your hand too early and bite on the hard count. That's what happened there. We've got a Jaleel McLaughlin signing. He's back to accept the kickoff. So that means that I think we're going to see him here the rest of this fourth. 12:25 left. Let's see if the offense can go downfield and tie it up. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care about 9 News. Sorry. Me too, Cooper. Me too. All right. And it is indeed Ben DiNucci. Broncos' third-string quarterback, former Dallas Cowboy, spent some time with the Seattle Sea Dragons of the XFL. He comes out slinging, competed to Tommy Hudson, the tight end, out of the flat. He had a nice play in camp, Hudson did, a couple of days ago. Caught a nice ball from Russell Wilson. Ben DiNucci went to college at Arizona State.
Did start for Dallas.
Hudson did. Ben DiNucci went to college at Pitt. DiNucci played really well for the Seattle Sea Dragons in the XFL. I watched him quite a bit, so I'm excited for him here. He's been pretty solid in camp as well. Handoff to Tony Jones Jr., and Tony Jones will get inside the 30. Gain of 5.
Some roster adjustments as well, really based on what happened to the
49ers. Brandon Pern is great, Mark. He's great.
Yeah, nobody wanted to see that. What a playoff game that was.
3rd down and 3.
Christian McCaffrey really showing his worth.
Let's see, do we get a Jaleel McLaughlin sighting here? Nope, it's Tony Jones in the backfield. DiNucci slings it. Good throw into tight coverage. That is Michael Bandy. Former Chargers receiver, also played in the XFL for the Houston Roughnecks. And a really nice tight window throw again from Ben DiNucci, trying to thread it in on that slant. Very nice.
With the Chargers and has familiarity with the offense coordinator Joe Lombardi.
Yep.
Also might have
Michael
some
Bandy.
information if you were to make the practice squad or team about his former team.
1st down and 10 from just inside the 40. 2 tight ends set to the right. Here's DiNucci handing it off to Tony Jones and grinding forward about 4.
For 3.
I agree. We want McLaughlin.
Another Notre Dame graduate. Really put a career together for himself. He's fighting with Jaleel McLaughlin, who you'll be able to see shortly. And I'll tell you what, Jaleel McLaughlin really pops when you watch him.
Yes, he does, man. He's so fun to watch. He's been the fastest player at camp. It feels like right now the Broncos are a little bit more confident in Tyler Beatty and Tony Jones in pass protection. That may be why they're seeing reps ahead of McLaughlin. Here goes Tony Jones and only gets a yard.
Good defensive push for the Cardinals led by Rashard Lawrence. No gain on the play.
Still 3rd and manageable here for the Broncos. They look to change the snap count. Something we were always yelling as linemen to the quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
3rd down, change the count.
Oh, trust me, they will mix up the count.
So calm in the pocket.
3rd down and 5.
Little Aaron Rodgers-esque, how he's kind of laissez-faire.
From the 45-yard line. Trips formation out left. DiNucci retreats. House is coming there. He just has to heave that one up. Looking for Michael Bandy, tight coverage there, and the Broncos are going to have to punt.
I think Bandy lost the ball in the lights.
Yeah, he might have, but he was also pretty tightly locked up there, Bandy was. Bandy's gotten some looks in training camp, not many.
Riley Dixon back to punt.
Here's Riley Dixon for his 3rd punt of the evening.
Standing in his own 30.
Davion Davis back deep for Arizona.
Dixon got it away.
Dixon angles this one. Davis from the 8, and he returns it out to the 20. One thing to note here, if there are no further scores, there is no overtime in the preseason. So if it ends at 10-10 in regulation with a tie, it'll go down as a tie, Broncos country. Deez K, welcome in, says, well, watching from Kansas, let's go. Defense getting ready to head back out there. Drive just stalled out there for Ben DiNucci in the offense. Tried to heave that one up and couldn't connect with Michael Bandy. Got someone from Tennessee in the house. Let's go. Florida. Gorgeous says, I know it's only the first preseason game, but I'm going to be pissed if we lose. I mean, I definitely see that angle of it. I mean, as fans, we want to win every single game, but for me, I always look at these preseason games as like a glorified practice and just what can we take away from it. Although maybe we didn't win on the box score, there's still some positive things we can take away, but there's also some concerning things to take away. Obviously, the performance from the first string offensive line, the performance in the kicking game. But again, Russell Wilson had some nice throws. The run games looked strong. Samaje Perine looked good. Tyler Beatty looked good. I'm hoping we can finally see some Jaleel McLaughlin towards the end. So for me, these games are all about what you take away from it more than the final score. But I know as a fan, we always want to win those games. Yeah, we got a lot of East Coast people out here, man. That's really awesome. Just goes to show that Broncos country, one of the best traveling fan bases in the entire NFL. We got someone from Indianapolis, Los Angeles. Let's go. All right, we are back.
When you're talking about concussion protocol, but the NFL has made some adjustments to their headwear, including the Guardian caps. They have been enforcing that
Guardian caps. They're mandated
that they are wearing them all preseason long
throughout the preseason.
And in all contact practices for the entire season. It used to be mandated that it was only 2 weeks prior to that. 18 teams, in fact, wore them all year last year. And position-specific helmets are now being used. Offensive linemen and quarterbacks have their own helmets, guys.
Ariel, thank
First
you.
down and 10 now from the 23, and it's a good run right there from Williams. This reserve D-line starting to get a little bit manhandled here.
Strives to continue heading in that direction.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gain of 5.
I had those Guardian helmets when I was playing. I mean, one of the things in training camp, you got to callus your forehead the first 4 or 5 days. I was talking.
Where's Taylor Grimes? That's a good question. That is a good question. Oh, looks like David Blau now in at quarterback here for the Arizona Cardinals. Former Detroit Lion. Started some games for them in 2019, including a game against the Broncos. That's a really poor throw there. Trying to hit, looked like his tight end on like an over or a corner route. That really shitty ball.
Got so many great stars in the game. Want to keep these guys upright and healthy. And not just for their careers, even afterwards. You see David Blau has now checked.
Third down and 5.
Back of the night for Arizona.
David Blau has some
2 receivers set right. David
Detroit
Blau
Lions.
making a check at the line.
For third quarterback, like you mentioned, very fruitful battle these days.
And again, they just don't know when Kyler Murray.
Blau dropping back, getting flushed out left. Nearly had a sack there, and Blau able to find a man along the sideline, but there is a flag down in the secondary.
Flag down. Blake Whitehart made the catch.
Marcus Haynes had the pressure there. Referees having a discussion.
Yep.
It was a clean first half.
Seth Benson had the good pressure for the Broncos.
It's defensive holding on Denver. Penalty declined. They didn't give a number for who that was on for Denver.
Penalty wasn't accepted.
Sean Payton not pleased. You know that there's a lot of stuff Sean Payton's going to have to say about this game to his players. Yeah. Marcus Haynes nearly had a tackle there in the backfield. Thank you, Sekokini. And that's a nice run there for DeFurcado. Gain of 11 for Arizona. This run game starting to get a little bit good for Arizona. Ray, there is about 8 minutes left.
Broncos defense, and you start to get in the third and fourth stringers.
And that's why you continue to.
Yep, and that's why I'm not as concerned about this, because this is third and fourth stringers. But again, man, obviously we're trying to close out a win. A little tough there, but that's why, for me, the final score of preseason games doesn't matter as much. Oh, man, Thomas Incoom had some penetration in the backfield there. His friends helped clean it up. Christopher Allen and Drew Sanders and Seth Benson.
Both of those Broncos.
These are big moments. You're going to see quick.
But, man, the first guy there was Thomas Incoom.
Team of defenders right there to back you up. That's team deep.
Sorry, not Drew Sanders. That was JL Skinner.
Teammates there to back you up. You want to see that all day defensively from the Broncos, all season long from the Broncos.
Clock ticking inside 7 minutes. 2nd and 14. Penalty was on Denver, but it was declined. Blau hangs in, and that is incomplete. That was nearly intercepted. That was behind his intended receiver there. J.L. Skinner was in the area. Could have had a pick. Still got 106 people in here. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys.
A lot new for these players in the game right now. And they really are deciding whether or not they're going to be in the NFL by the way they handle this opportunity.
3rd down and 14.
The Gilligan hats from Sean Payton's presser this past week. And he just wants his team to respect the guys who are still on the field.
From their own 40, David Blau taking the snap. He's got some pressure. Jordan Jackson, he fires, and that is incomplete. Tried to go against the grain on that throw, and that is incomplete. But there's a flag. Tremon Smith looking around. I hope that's not on him. Ah, it was. Tremon Smith's had a bad day, and he's kind of had a rough few days in camp. Wouldn't be surprised if Tremon Smith is a potential cut candidate. I don't like that call. Oh, come on. He got there on time. That was not early. That's a dog crap call. Hell no. That's a bad call. No. No. You're not calling that. Oh, that's a bad call. 1st down and 10. Play action. And thankfully we make up for it with an Elijah Garcia sack. Let's go. Garcia says, eat that, refs.
Won immediately against his offensive lineman and then finished the play.
Yeah, he did. That was nice.
Bam.
Working against the left guard.
Young players, they want a sack. They're kind of worried about getting fined. A lot of young players.
Yeah, man. A lot of awesome fans here, man. So cool. I agree, Antelope. That was a garbage call. 2nd and 17. Trips left. Blau swings it out left and completes it. Theon Hicks forced Cobbs out of bounds there.
Rookie receiver out of Utah State.
Yeah, 2 penalties tonight on Smith. Not great.
Towards the end of last season, when Kyler Murray was injured, signed from the Vikings practice squad in December.
3rd and 13.
9th play of this drive.
Broncos getting down to their 4th and 5th stringers on defense. They're obviously going to play deep zone coverage here. They bring some heat, actually, and they sack him. Elijah Garcia again with back-to-back sacks. Loss of 6, man. Elijah Garcia stood out a few times on my notes in training camp. Right there, they bring a stunt. Pat Elflein, the center, has no idea what he's doing. And Garcia gets his 2nd sack of the night. Let's go. Seriously, man, he's been really good in camp, and now it's translating in game. Love it. Yeah, man. Hats off to you, Elijah Garcia. Have a night, buddy. Nolan Cooney, 2nd punter now for Arizona. Backs up Kendall Hinton to the 12. Yeah, so we're not going to see Marvin Mims tonight, Broncos country. I don't know if he was injured or what, but no action for him this evening. 4.5 left to go here. Let's see if we finally get some Jaleel McLaughlin action. Come on, man. That's the only big disappointment of the night. Well, that and the offensive line. But come on, man. Let's see some damn Jaleel McLaughlin. Seriously, Elijah Garcia is playing like a man who wants a job, be it here in Denver or somewhere else. He's putting some really good tape out there. And Denver's got some issues on their D-line, man, so he could very well be someone as a sneaky candidate to make this team. I might have to make a video on Mr. Elijah Garcia. So, after this, guys, we'll be back out at training camp on Tuesday the 15th. Next week is the final 3 days of open practices of camp on the 15th, the 16th, and the 17th. So be sure to keep an eye out for my training camp check-in videos. I have a lot of fun doing those from Centura Health Training Center. Kind of bummed that training camp's starting to wind down, though, man. I love being out there. I'm torn on if I ever want to get a media credential, because I'd really have to put a lot of my fandom of this team on the back burner, which I really don't want to do, but it's so much fun being out there at practice, being around the team, man. It's so fucking cool. Antelope, you'll be at training camp on the 15th. Awesome. Hope to see you out there. I usually hang out in the treat area on the fan berm. Just kind of watching this replay of the Seahawks and Vikings game from last night while we're still at commercial break. Man, still 115 people in here in the fourth quarter of a preseason game. That is insane, guys. Thank you so much. All right. It's time to run the ball out, run the clock out, and get out of here with a game-winning field goal, just like David says. All right, guys, let's go down and get this thing finished off the right way. And not try a field goal from 64 yards.
Not many teams in the NFL have championship.
Russell Wilson still has his pads on.
It doesn't matter what.
He's got an earpiece on, very much engaged on the sideline. Last year, even Russell Wilson was in full uniform for all the preseason games, even though he didn't play.
If I'm going to play something, I want to win it.
Absolutely.
And there's still an opportunity to win a football game here tonight.
4:38.
4:38 to go.
They're going to run this one. There he is, Jaleel McLaughlin, finally. With a nice little burst there, gains about 7 yards to the 20. So first NFL carry for Jaleel McLaughlin. So much fun at camp, man. It's been the talk of the town. And right there, gets a good block up ahead from Henry Bird and DeMontre Jacobs. Very nice.
Preseason, like you said, and still good to know you got it.
Yeah, you definitely would like to see a touchdown for sure, but I'd rather get out of here with the win. Play action, a little sidearm sling from Danuch, and he completes it. Along the side, then there's Taylor Grimes, another guy we were wondering where he was. Another nice camp from him, exactly. He's Mr. Reliable out there. I know that's Timmy P's nickname, but he's been catching everything thrown to him. He's been blocking out there. He looks like a do-it-all utility player, Mr. Taylor Grimes does. Yes, and we're getting the plays in efficiently. They're getting to the huddle with just great timing and urgency and awareness. You love to see that. Meanwhile, Danucci rolls out and hits Grimes again, and Grimes is going to be close to a first down. They're going to give him... Looks like they're not going to give him the first on that one. Third and short.
Pass, sprint right option.
Yep.
Create some separation there. Taylor Grimes.
I agree, Marlo. That's actually a good point. That could be a good test for one of our kickers, and I'm curious to see who they throw out there for the potential game winner, Elliott Fry or Brett Maher.
So second and...
Yes, defensive highlights. Usain Bassi pick, Jaquan McMillan sack, and Elijah Garcia 2 sacks. McMillan's also had a couple of other nice plays, a couple PBUs and whatnot. Meanwhile, that'll be a first down for Jaleel McLaughlin, bursting up for a gain of about 4.
Ron, you mentioned that he is the NCAA record holder with 8,160.
Exotic, yes, we will. So tomorrow, tonight we're going to be working on a Russell Wilson film study. I'm hoping to get that out tonight. Tomorrow we'll do a little game recap and maybe some more film study content as well.
At Notre Dame, not your Notre Dame. Notre Dame College.
Notre Dame College in Ohio, jeez. There's a little bubble screen out to Michael Bandy, and Bandy turns up field, gains about 7 yards. Broncos starting to get something going here.
Nice block there by receiver Nick Williams.
Probably going to run one more play before the 2-minute warning.
you're starting to get into that 2-minute situation.
Thank you to everyone who's tuned into the stream tonight, guys. We've had such an awesome time. We will be back here streaming next week. Broncos versus 49ers in San Francisco. And then I'll be back at Empower Field at Mile High for our preseason opener, bringing coverage from there. So all the road games will be streaming. All the home games will be bringing coverage from there. And meanwhile, DiNucci sails that one, looking for Taylor Grimes over the middle. It's third down, 2 minutes and 4 seconds left to play in the game. 126 people in the house. That's awesome. I wouldn't be surprised at all if it is.
Call it 18-19 truck. Get that tackle, pull him out to the edge. Looks as though they're going to do a quick pass.
You already know it, Jess.
The Cardinals blitzing.
2 plays to get 4 yards.
3rd and 4. 2 receivers left. DiNucci fires. What a throw! Dude, that was a sick sidearm throw. That was almost Mahomes-like.
10 yards in Arizona territory.
Bro, that was such a sick throw from the DiNucci. Across the grain to Michael Bandy. Sidearm, man. That was just, oh my God. Bro, the internet would go nuts if Patrick Mahomes made that throw. DiNucci does look better than the Stid. Your son's name is Gage Q? That's awesome. It's not a very common name. That is awesome. It's nice to know I'm not the only Gage out there. Oh, crap. Please do not give me a copyright claim. Stupid commercial. Just give me 1 second, guys. I spilled a little bit more of my drink. Oh, I got a towel right here. Cool. Wouldn't be a Denver Broncos Syndicate live stream without some disaster. But yeah, again, guys, I'm probably going to go ahead and skip the post-game tonight just so I can get that Russ film study out. That's going to be the better piece of content in the long run. So I'll get that bad boy out tonight for sure, and then I'm going to hit the hay. Finally get a chance to sleep in here. Don't have to go to camp tomorrow, so that's going to be nice. Priest Holmes says, no way the Broncos win this one. Well, they're driving downfield to go win it right now, so take that for what you will. The Gooch is clearly better than Stid. He is. That's what's been unfolding at training camp, and that's what's unfolding right now. Very similar to last year, actually. Broncos brought in Josh Johnson to be the backup quarterback, and Brett Rippon ended up beating him out. Priest says Russ didn't look good at all tonight. I don't know what film you were watching, bro. I'll tell you who didn't look good was the offensive line. Thanks for the free engagement, though, Priest. I appreciate it. That's the funny part about trolls and haters. It's all the same engagement. I'm still getting positive boost for my channel. If you really want to troll me, dislike the video. That you leaving comments, that's all just fucking engagement, dude. It's not gonna... I don't know. You sent me a Twitter DM, Beast? Okay, sounds good. I will go and take a look at it. Trick play and Broncos win. That'd be fun. Let's see if Sean calls out a trick play. Sitting too long. All right, minute 58 left. We are tied at 10.
Minute 58 to go.
I agree, Exotic. That is very true. I don't think he's gotten his strength back.
8th play of the drive upcoming. Denver has their
That was something that I was concerned about in camp, and unfortunately that translated today.
See if that comes into play now.
All right, here we go.
From the 43 of the Cardinals.
From the Arizona 43, Ben DiNucci, play action, setting up a screen to McLaughlin. McLaughlin breaks the tackle. Jaleel McLaughlin with a first down, gets hit, fumbles out of bounds, but that is a really big gain for Jaleel McLaughlin. Gain of 15.
48 to go now.
Very
The
nice.
starters for the Broncos offense were watching too. They've been waiting to see Jaleel McLaughlin do it in the game. What I love here, McLaughlin gets out, clear picture for the quarterback, and then breaks a tackle, gets upfield. Fantastic play.
Down to the 31-yard line. The Broncos field goals tonight.
We should just play like a high school team that never kicks. Honestly, this is going to be a good test for one of our kickers if we get them the opportunity. 1st and 10, minute 48 left. We're just going to run it with McLaughlin. McLaughlin charting upfield. My God, he's so slippery. He refuses to be tackled. How the fuck is this guy RB5? I don't get it. He's definitely going to have to rise up the depth chart after this. He's so slippery. Arizona burns a timeout here. 2nd down and 5. Dude, Mundungus, McLaughlin's legit, bro. He is legit. Minute 42, we're going to commercial break. Arizona burned one of their timeouts. Man, dude, I don't understand how Jaleel McLaughlin is RB5. The dude just has a different level of speed to him than anybody else out there. Mundungus, I'll tell you in a second, brother. I will tell you in a second. We're at 178.18 right now. That's our chat revenue for the day. Thank you so much to everyone who's donated. That's so incredible. I mean, that's the next level of support, guys. I'm never going to sit here and ask for a donation ever. I mean, but that's so awesome, dude. I mean, the support from this fan base is just incredible. Merlot, they could be hiding him. I mean, there's no way they'd be able to get him through waivers. Anyone who sees his tape is going to steal him up and use him in their offense in a heartbeat. I think Mims was injured, or for some other reason they decided to hold him out. But since they played all the other starters, I imagine that it was an injury for Mims. Sean Payton's not one who really talks about injuries much, so we may or may not hear an update on that from Sean. We'll probably have to wait until one of the insiders like Kliss or somebody breaks it. Jesus, 136 people still in here. That is insane. Thank you so much, guys. Evan says McLaughlin for MVP. Yep. So, I don't know if you guys saw, but they fucked up his name. Like his nameplate, the team did. There's no G after the C in McLaughlin. So they messed up his name on the nameplate. I don't know if they fixed it or not. That's pretty funny. All right. Let's just run the clock out and put the field goal kicker in a situation to win this game.
Wilson to Judy, touchdown. Broncos country hopes to hear that often this year. One of the things we talked to Coach Payton, he said, I want my players to get confidence from positive plays. Well, both those players.
Thank you so much, Exotic, for the 5 bones. Really appreciate you, bro.
Yep.
Think your delivery is different than mainstream media? Thank you so much. Ben DiNucci, eluding trouble, fires off his back foot, nearly caught. Oh, there's a flag! Oh, let's see, is this DPI? Taylor Grimes, the intended receiver. Let's see, is this a flag on Grimes or SW? Thank you for the 2 bones. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for the great coverage. Appreciate you. Pass interference. Yep, let's go. All right, we can punch this in for a touchdown, guys. Let's get it. It's going to be 1st and goal from inside the 5, I believe.
Then he escapes and gives his player a chance. Looking right, looking left, spins, backs pedals, and then delivers just a sailing ball. Grimes' effort, fighting back. You got to fight through.
Yeah, that was a great effort there from Grimes. Just couldn't quite get it. Meanwhile, guess who's first rushing touchdown? Let's go, Jaleel! RB3, baby. I don't give a crap what anyone else says. Touchdown, Jaleel McLaughlin. Let's go! That is what you want to see, man. I love this cat.
Look for number 78, Will Sherman on this play.
Will Sherman clears the block for it.
78's the right guard there.
And we're an extra point away from taking a 17-10 lead. RB3, man. RB3.
Impressive.
So they're going to give Fry a crack at the PAT here.
The extra point.
Maher did the last one, and Fry knocks that one in.
10-play drive to give
Let's
the
go,
Broncos
baby.
the lead again.
I love me some Jaleel McLaughlin, dude. I love me some Jaleel McLaughlin. Will Sherman, the right guard, is going to give us the block that springs it free. Nice. Dude, Jaleel McLaughlin, man. Now we're starting to get something cooking. I love this cat. And we made the extra point. It was like 4 or 5, Ray, but just shot out of a cannon, dude.
And the joy for Jaleel McLaughlin, his first NFL touchdown.
Let's go, Jaleel.
Winning touchdown as well. He's really
All right, minute and a half. Let's see if the defense can hold up. McLaughlin's trash.
I did like the play by Atkins, the tight end lining up in a sort of fullback spot.
Just wait until he scores a 45-yard touchdown against the Chiefs. You don't think he's trash then.
That's a good-looking drive. DiNucci's nice things too.
Look, man, if the Broncos can find a way to keep both Tyler Beatty and Jaleel McLaughlin, abso-fucking-lutely.
Maher puts it in the air. And no return. Cardinals will take over at the 25.
Kind of a really surprising Degucci performance and disappointing Stid performance. Or are you talking in camp? Because DiNucci's been the better quarterback throughout camp. Stidham has not looked good in camp at all. So not sure exactly what you meant by your question there, Exotic. Thank you so much, Evan. I appreciate you. 15 bones. Takes us over the 200 mark on Super Chats for the day. That's so cool, man. That's so cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I'll never ask for a donation. The best form of support you guys could give is just watching the stream, liking it, sharing it, subscribing to the channel. I mean, donating, that's just the next step. That's just going above and beyond. Thank you guys so much, man.
And it's throughout the game. Singleton with the tackle. Sacks by Nick Bonito.
Hey, Priest isn't being that bad.
Point in the game early on, nothing really had happened. Just continue to put pressure.
Trust me, I've dealt with way worse trolls than Priest.
Country favorite Elijah Garcia, 2 sacks in the same
2nd and 10. Quick throw from Blau and gets it to about the 32 on a quick slant there, working on Traymon Smith.
The clock will continue to wind. Pick up a 7.
That's such a random fucking question, Priest. Blau complete along the sideline there. Hits his tight end for 13, 59 seconds. Cardinals starting to march downfield here. Oh, man, they could go down there and tie this. Then we might end in a 17-17 tie. Or at that rate, you know, they're just going to go for 2 and try to get the win. Let's see if we can not get to that point.
Situational football.
Thanks so much again for everyone who's tuned in tonight, man. Had such an awesome time tonight. From their own 45, Blau goes out, and that's incomplete. Hit the ground looking for Cobbs. Fayon Hicks in coverage.
Listen, Denver hopes to be in this spot a lot during the regular season, right?
Yep.
Protecting a 7-point
This is
lead.
great situational practice for the defense, man. Even though it's the backups, this is just great situational football all the way around. I love this. 2nd down and 10. You don't have to block Priest, Jess. He's good. Jonah Hill twin? Oh, man, that was a good throw there. On the run, David Blau over to the 30-yard line, 46 seconds, and Arizona's probably going to need to burn a timeout. Don't worry, Exotic. We'll be debunking the myths in our film study. That's what those film studies are there for. We don't bullshit you. We just give you the facts.
Next week, the Broncos preseason rolls on. Talk to you from the Bay Area.
And the facts are Russell Wilson had maybe 2 bad plays. Aside from that, it was bad offensive line play. He made some good throws. Detroit Lions Syndicate in the house. Grid, thank you so much, brother. Such an awesome stream tonight, man. Such an awesome stream tonight. Thank you so much to everyone. We still got 128 in the house. 46 seconds left. Let's see if the defense can close this win out. Arizona's at the Denver 30. 1st and 10, 45 seconds. Blau's looking end zone. Incomplete. Tremont Smith in coverage. No flag. Brandon Smith, the intended receiver. I was a little worried that could have been a flag there, but no yellow, thankfully.
Offensive pass interference. It'll be at the top right of your screen here.
Yeah, reasonable haters are all good, Jess. Reasonable haters all good.
Unbelievable that it didn't
Block buttons only for assholes.
Throw this flag and everybody knows.
Priest with the comeback, though. That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good.
Interference that wasn't called.
Nope, Wilson didn't have any time back there. So Smith, I guess, wanted an OPI on that one. And we got a flag on this play. It was a throw underneath him, throw underneath there. Devin Key with the tackle. And I guess they picked up the flag. Blau underneath, 1st down inside the 20. That is DiMaccardo. Clock stops. 14 seconds, Seth Benson with the tackle.
Yeah, he did not get out of bounds. That's a critical spot there.
Yeah, I think Marvin's dealing with an injury, Broncos fan 99.
Huge tackle by Benson, keeping him in bounds. Situational, making that extra effort.
All right, timeout, 14 seconds.
But he gave the effort early. It's going to be at the bottom of your screen, 57. Getting underneath between the stomach and the thighs, gets the player down before he gets out of bounds. 1st
down and 10.
Now you got problems if you're the Cardinals.
Yep, you sure do. Cardinals don't have any timeouts left. So they're just going to basically have to throw in the end zone and hope for the best here. Looks like Denver is on their way to getting their first victory of the preseason. All right, 1st and 10 from the Denver 18. Cardinals have to go in the end zone here, so you have to imagine it's going to be a prevent defense for Denver. Shoot one end zone in here, and incomplete, overthrown. Delonte Hood in coverage. Brandon Smith, the intended receiver. Oh yeah, Peyton's definitely not happy.
To your receivers and gain some yards, but you might also want to just take 2 shots at the end zone if you can. The coaching point is to make sure David Blau fires the football, so there's some time. This ball really inaccurate.
Yes, it was.
Smith couldn't have made the play, and good job by Hood not making a penalty. Just play the ball, not the receiver.
Again,
9 seconds left.
From the Denver 18.
From the Denver 18, Blau retreating, rolling out right. David Blau looking end zone, and it is caught! Touchdown, Arizona. Tremont Smith gets beat on the scramble drill. Brian Cobbs, they're going for 2 to try to get the win. A defensive collapse at the end of the game for Denver. Tremont Smith is in danger of getting cut. All right, Arizona going for 2. Oh, let's see. Did he get in bounds? Let's see if he's in bounds here. All scoring plays, of course, reviewed. Did Cobbs get in? Oh, he sure did. Oh, I don't know.
That's really close.
I don't know. That's close. Did he have control when that second foot was down? Let's see. That is really close. Oh, I think, yeah, that's control. That's a touchdown. And they're going for 2. Try to get a win. Yeah, I think Tremont Smith's getting cut. All right, let's see. They're going for 2. And Sean Payton calls timeout.
And the Broncos are taking timeout. They got to look at the formation.
I love that timeout by Coach
All right, guys, here we go.
Your defense has been out there working.
And you know what I'm going to do? The scoreboard is a little bit ahead right here, so I'm going to hide it.
One of the things that Coach Payton said to us, he said,
because I don't want to see what happens on the scoreboard. No spoilers in the chat, please. Nobody
Now
spoil
you're
in the
breaking
chat,
action,
not
catch
until
your
I
breath,
react to
put
it.
some water on the dry tongue from panting and heaving. Now you can hear again. Oh yeah, they like this play. Look out for this play.
Please, no
This is
spoilers
all
in the
of our plays
chat.
Defensively, so huge play right here in the game.
All right,
This is
here we go. This is the ball game.
to win it.
Blau with a dummy cadence. He takes the snap. They're going to run it. And grinding. He's in. He got it. 2-point conversion, good. Matt Henningsen with the initial penetration. And the Cardinals take the lead 18-17 with 2 seconds left. All right, Broncos country. So, looks like we're not going to take the win tonight, but we have plenty to take away from this game, both positive and negative, from the performance of Russell Wilson, the bad performance of the offensive line. Jaleel McLaughlin looked amazing out there. Tyler Beatty looked strong. Defensively, Jaquan McMillan, Essane Bassey, Elijah Garcia stood out. We had some really, really good plays in this game. Possibly the worst coaching job in NFL history. That's pretty funny. All right, guys. Still, though, there's plenty to take away from this one. Defensive line kind of got manhandled there at the end. That's what happens. It's preseason football. What can you say, man? Obviously would have preferred to get a win in this situation, but still plenty to take away from this game. And I have some concerns about the offensive line. I have some concerns about the kicking game. I have some concerns about Jarrett Stidham. But, again, Ben DiNucci, Jaleel McLaughlin, Elijah Garcia, Essane Bassey, Jaquan McMillan. Plenty of positive things to take away from this game, guys. This is where you see who's going to make it and who won't. Yeah, Tremon Smith, he's in trouble. No major injuries and no coaching embarrassments. We got out of here relatively healthy. There's plenty of positives to take away here. End of the game. Denver Broncos lose to Arizona Cardinals in their preseason opener, 18-17. Got to see our first glimpse of Sean Payton as head coach of the Denver Broncos. Overall, there's some promising things to take away. There are, but the offensive line, man, whew, that offensive line is concerning. All right, guys, well, I'm going to take a little bit of a break here, and then I'm going to jump right into this film study video. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in tonight, everyone who liked, subscribed, shared, donated, interacted in the chat. I appreciate every single one of you. An incredible night. We made over $200 in super chats, which is so fucking cool, man. Thank you so much. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and dip out of here. And until next time, Broncos.